Oh, the test studio?
No, it'll say
Enter. It says test studio.
Nope.
Your browser doesn't support. Oh, I don't have Chrome. I can't use this.
Fucking Chrome
or Firefox or Opera.
Oh,
what? What do you use to browse the internet? Not
Safari.
Chrome?
boo.
What?
On tonight's episode, Sacha Baron Cohen got jacked to be Mephisto, remembering Ozzy Osbourne, and it's Comic-Con preview night, and we're discussing, dissecting, and nerdsplaining the Eisners. So stick around because your fandom awaits. Whoa. Fantasies of God, fantasies. I just got to make sure you guys are ready at all times.
We're always ready. Man.
Go live whenever.
I'm not ready.
We're always ready.
Mid-conversation. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerd Class, the place where we think all the deep Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, the place where we think all the deep thoughts about all the shallow things until we're all dead. Thank you. If this is your first time joining us, we take the weekly geeky zeitgeist and make it accessible and digestible. We'll deep dive into the latest movies, TV, games, or whatever thing the internet is fighting about now, and nerdsplain it. All right. No nerdy background necessary to hang out, whether you're a total newbie or a level 99 pop culture wizard. Myself and my panel of nerdsplainers have a PhD in pop culture in order to be your geeky guide to discovering what kind of nerd you really are. So welcome to the gateway to all things nerdy, no gatekeeping allowed. Welcome to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. Now's the time.
God, the audience is so rowdy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We need one of those applause or don't applause signs.
Yeah. They're a little sleepy today. They're slow start.
This week, my panel of nerdsplainers, my prophets of pop culture, my round table of true believers, panel of Pokemaniacs, and zeitgeist zealots. To my left, just a free woman acting like a complete monster at the OC fair, potentially terrorizing your family and children. But
You weren't even here for that conversation.
But beat the charges. I heard enough about it. I heard. And
Okay.
so did the rest of the town.
What
Olivia.
the hell?
Olivia, Liv, Didi, Julian, King. To my right, given all the control, just like every other white man in this country,
Oh,
Wow. We went there.
the man in full control running the decks, the adult in the room, as adult, I guess, as one can be,
That's
Mr.
true.
Tommy Jeff.
The applause will not continue for the entirety of the show. They actually, the audience will not quiet down.
No, they never do.
The teachers on the mic.
Oh my gosh.
they love him.
They love this
I
guy.
can't get enough.
Coming back from the most hipstery place on the planet, place where people have goats in their front yard, rocking a Bulbasaur, or I'm sorry, it's an Ivysaur. It's all three of them. It's the full evolution. Pokemaniacness up on full display, letting that Poke Freak flag fly. I can't say that properly. Miss Ketzia Abramson.
Thank you. It's lovely to be back. Portland was fun, but I missed you guys.
No.
We missed
Aw,
you.
we missed you too.
Ty is out. That's why Tommy Jeff has all the control. Ty is out. It is his dad's birthday.
Yay.
happy birthday to Ty's
Happy
dad.
birthday.
And I told him, I'm like, Ty, I'll give you the night off. All right. You can have this one particular instance, since it's the human that created you, you can have the night off. So we gave him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Give him the night off.
Yes.
We gave everybody gets one. Your mom and your dad's birthday. That checks out.
Well, I only have one, so
There you go.
that's rough.
Damn.
I don't got a choice in this one.
Be sure to put that in your requests for PTO or just regular TO. There's no PTO.
Could be
That's true.
PTO. We can start the
It could be.
Venmo.
Yeah. You get as much PTO as you get to be here.
He won't even let me call out sick.
I'm stuck. I'm here every Wednesday, you know?
So this show is all about learning, folks. We want to teach you guys some stuff. We also learn things along the way. So this is a little segment we call "What Did We Learn This Week?" All right. Yes, that still works. Yeah. All right.
Wait,
that's
which
fine.
one was I supposed to do? Oh, wait. I was
It's the
supposed
magic,
to do...
I think, right? There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's
look at that.
learning.
We're figuring. Look,
He
He's
can
got
be
it.
taught.
Look,
You
the
can't-
craziest thing about this is I've done this for several episodes now,
Yeah.
and I think I'm getting worse.
Probably.
You're trying though, and that's what counts.
You are. You're
100%.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, just you're giving it your best, and that's all we ask of you.
Yeah.
A lot of parent talking.
I'm trying to be a
The
supportive
chat's blowing
dad.
up.
Suck anyways. And then Katie, I don't have any parents. It's pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
It is dark.
Is it just everyone saying who doesn't have parents?
Yeah. You're gonna
Guys,
love when I
what's
talk about
up? My dad is dead. How are you doing out there?
Hey,
Can I get one for the lost children? Who else has emotional scars? Sound off below.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
This episode's all about parental trauma.
Honestly, I'm gonna talk about it.
We're gonna.
Oh, well, let's dive into this.
No,
What'd
no,
you
no,
learn?
it's later.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Didi. That's for. What did you learn this week? Then.
Oh, well,
Is it
oh.
about?
it's not.
All right. Never mind.
Well,
Is it?
Could
no. No.
Technically,
well,
isn't everything.
yeah.
All right.
Well, well, what do you want? I learned something about
You said
myself.
you learned
That's
two
funny.
things. Did you want to go two things? You can go.
No, I'll do fast.
All
if
right.
I do two things.
Like,
First of
past
all,
five?
because you redecorated our space here, I got
yeah,
it.
I did. People can't see that, but we can appreciate it. There's new rugs in here.
And I'm sure a fair amount of
Oh,
cleaning
shit,
was
there are
involved.
new rugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we cleaned a lot. I cleaned the floors. I get in here, scrub the floors. Yeah.
How?
Mm. Make sure. How?
What?
I
No,
pulled-
that's the cleaning sound.
No, because he was doing.
Yeah, I
He's
got
using-
in
he's
here
using
and
those
Shake
yummy
weight.
triceps.
yeah, it's like it's
you
kind of like a
know?
shake weight a little bit, but it was like I scrubbed some stuff, which I didn't realize there was something sticky under that couch. I'm like, what the fuck is this sticky? I don't know.
Probably beer.
It was a thing. No, it wasn't beer. It was like it seemed like gum or something. I don't think it was
Oh,
from
no.
you at all.
No, not for me.
Yeah.
I don't like gum.
I don't know. Anyways, what did you learn this week?
Well,
Didi?
I cleaned my room and
No,
I learned
no
that
way.
I learned that I am a insanely chaotic cleaner
Mhm,
because of the ADHD, I think.
fair.
But instead of just like cleaning, I think how a normal person would clean, I took every single thing I own out of its place.
Oh, did you Marie Kondo that shit? Did we see what sparked joy in our lives?
I did a little. I did keep. I did keep a
Does
lot,
this bring me
Okay,
joy?
but I threw
No.
away so much. But instead of just like, oh, take this shelf out, clean this shelf, take the next one out, I took every shelf, every drawer, every cabinet, every dresser, everything out
That's like an ADD.
and flooded my room
just all at the
with
same time.
yeah.
all the same. I'll
Mm.
show you a video.
You have a video of
Flooded
this?
my room. Yeah, because I was like, this is crazy. This is psychotic. I'm like, can you even believe that?
Also,
this
that is like that's good TikTok video
Yeah.
content worthy. I love watching cleaning videos.
Did you time lapse that shit?
no.
No.
I just took a video of me being like, look how fucking nuts this is.
Sure.
Who does this?
But no, I think that's a good cleaning tactic because essentially you get to see
Sure.
everything you need to handle, and then it like already initially inspires you to like, all right, this
Yeah.
is too much stuff.
Yeah.
There was a good, probably throughout the entire time, an hour like separated, you know. But if we put them all together, an hour of me just standing there. I stood there and went,
Oh, like the Mick Jagger pose.
like,
you
what,
Mick
What?
Jaggered it.
what do I do?
Whose mess is this?
Yeah, and I cleaned until like 2 a.m.
Oh God.
And at the end, I was just like picking one little thing up at a time and putting it somewhere. And then I was like, I don't know how to do this, guys. I need help. Like, someone help me. So, anyways, it's all done.
Yay.
And it looks beautiful.
Oh, congratulations.
but
dude.
it was chaotic. And
It's a good feeling though.
it felt great
Mm.
today. I actually finished like early today. And then I was like, all right, I did that.
Having,
And yeah, it was crazy though.
having that clean room is a great thing because it's like a new state of mind.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing.
I feel good. But
No, I
yeah, I
mean-
did learn that about myself, that, and I've always known that a little bit, but it was very apparent because I had to clean the entire place that I took everything out. I threw a lot of stuff away.
My form of cleaning is this is garbage, and throwing it all out.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
threw away so much stuff. The second thing I learned was about true crime, and this will be just really quick because I don't know enough about it. It was just like a snippet I learned, right?
A snippet?
Yeah, snippet.
Just a snippet.
A
This-
snibbity doo.
Get
Yeah.
a snippet. A snibbidoo?
A skibidoo.
This woman in Haiti, this is actually, well, I'm
a
smiling.
snibble.
A snibble.
Yeah,
Guys,
a
I got a
snibble.
snibble
A
of true
snuff it.
crime, and that I think that you guys would really deeply appreciate, okay?
Okay.
This woman, her family, they're in Haiti. Her family was killed by gangs, the gangs
Mm.
that run
Mhm.
that whole area, right?
Damn.
It was like
Yeah.
her daughter, her grandkids, and her like son-in-law.
Oh my god.
Horrible. And she plotted
Oh.
and just played it cool. They, they try to appease like she's like the matriarch of the town kind of
Sure.
thing. They try to appease
Ah.
her, like being like, had to be done or whatever. And she's like, no, I understand. I know where we live. I know what this is all about. She waited like a month. She threw a party, like a block party type of thing. She poisoned the empanadas with rat poison. She killed 40 fucking gang members. 40, like big ranking
Oh my
members
god.
of the gangs. And then she just walked straight to the police and was like, I killed 40 people. And they all died. They all died. The amount of like the precision alone. Like, rat poison. How much to
That's
use? And also
crazy.
with that much rat poison, you'd think that you'd taste it. But they were maybe just being nice and being like, these empanadas. She's losing her touch.
From what I understand about rat poison, and it isn't a lot,
Mm.
as the rat expert here,
Rat expert here.
is that actually rat poison tends to be one of those, like it's not something that you can taste.
Okay.
It is quite a flavorless thing. Don't ask me why or how I know that.
Okay.
It's just,
But I
isn't
do.
it just
Very
sodium fluoride
interesting.
is
Sure, I don't know.
But yeah,
Alright.
it's
Like I
like,
said, it didn't do
colorless, tasteless, doesn't have like an odor to it.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
Well, the
some
amount alone and
this is
40
accurate information.
40
though.
people.
I
Did
know.
you
Like,
fact-
I'm
did you
looking-
fact-
I did. Okay, first of all, yeah, and as I was typing it in,
he was
I
like, you were so ready to be like, I'm
I-
gonna so dunk on this bitch.
No,
Wait.
no, I wasn't.
No, I thought he was
Actually,
dunking
rat
on me.
poison.
I thought you were looking up the story.
I'm looking at the
No, I
story,
was
not
like,
to
no,
fact check you,
yeah.
just because I'm fascinated.
Yeah,
by
it's
it.
crazy.
Yeah.
She
and-
turned herself in immediately.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I killed
Because
all
I mean,
those guys.
think about it. What else? Like, if your entire family's been murdered, and you're like, "Cool, I got nothing to live for,
Yeah.
and the taste of revenge."
Exactly.
So, and you're like, "And now I'm all out of revenge."
Exactly.
So like, she's like, "Yeah, no, I'm good.
I'm good.
Prison, I'm done."
And she took
Yeah.
care of I'm sure the people will rise up. The gangs will continue to
Yeah.
Sure,
exist.
but
But in the meantime, she took out 40 of them. And the
What a
whole town is like
story.
She was a food
celebrating.
vendor, poisoned 40 gang members of a gang that murdered her relatives. Yeah.
wow.
Mhm.
Would you say
Um,
that revenge is best served hot?
And in an empanada.
In an empanada. They're actually,
Empanadas.
And
Honestly, that's how
crispy,
I'm gonna go to.
Flaky,
Yeah.
crusted?
they're actually not, they weren't empanadas.
Buttery crust.
Revenge is
They're-
best served in a flaky crust.
Ooh, I like that.
You damn
Yeah.
right.
Damn.
Mhm.
Tagline.
Name of the
episode.
episode?
Name of the episode. Um, but they were not empanadas though. They were something that is likened to that in Haiti, like whatever they're called in Haiti.
A papusa?
Maybe so?
No, papusa is a Salvadorian, Honduran thing. A food vendor, poisons. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to skim through this as much as possible.
I mean, because the reality is,
you
if
get
I'm
what
going to
it
be
looks like.
poisoned, I would like it to be delicious,
Mm. Well, I'm sure it was.
or also
She was a
not being
food vendor.
poisoned.
Let's say she was a food vendor. I'm trying to scour through, find out exactly what was.
That's a really cool story, though.
I enjoyed it thoroughly when I listened to it. I was like,
Did you find
damn.
anything, Tommy Jeff, on what exactly it was that she served?
No, I was just looking up rat poison and the taste of it, and I was kind of questioning when I was doing it what the FBI agent that watches my
Oh yeah,
searches is gonna
your
think.
personal FBI agent. We all
Yeah.
have one.
We all have one.
We all
Mine's
have
a
one.
little rat, actually.
Oh, yeah. I bet he is.
Instead of a tiny chef, he's a tiny little FBI agent, just keeping tabs on me for the rat community.
Really good in bed.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no. So I was
We don't
looking
know.
up. I was just looking up the validity of the no taster odor, and they do.
Interesting.
And, so yeah, now that is on my searches.
Why is this
Yeah.
MSN article not tell you exactly what
The food was?
The food was. It just says it.
What is it?
They just didn't think it was as important as we do.
Yeah, I'm very interested in the type of food it was.
Or it's so that way we can't replicate it with the same kind of.
No, it says local empanadas.
Oh,
A fried
okay.
dough pocket,
Yeah.
filled with various ingredients. Is exactly
So
what it
there's
is.
empanadas.
Oh, it's
Okay.
Caribbean, yeah, right? Yeah, so she fucking, absolutely. In a crispy,
Flaky?
crust. Hey,
Delicious.
like if you're going out, I guess, being taken out by an empanada, there are many worse ways. I feel
Yeah.
like, to have gone out.
Well, they all vomited and shit themselves to death, but not a great way. At the hands of
Thank you for
Obama.
reminding me that's how they went. In my brain, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm on the same page. Like an
Peacefully,
empanada
they all lay down in the
in
street
a
and went to
beautiful
bed.
pocket of phyllo dough. And you're like, no, they suffocated on their own saliva.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like
racing
40
and
people
fighting
in
for
this
the
little
bathroom.
town square were like, like, it was horrific.
Sorry, one more time. What were they like?
It was horrific.
No, there was a sound associated with it.
We'll come
And,
back to it.
and a
Clip it.
hand motion.
Clip it up.
We'll just loop it. We'll loop it back to back and make a song out of it. That's a pretty cool learn.
Yeah, I like
is
that
a
one.
cool learn.
Tommy Jeff, what did you
Good
learn?
for
this
her.
week? Good for her. Good for her.
Such good for her.
Yeah. Love that.
I feel like I knew this, but like I think of like the realization of this kind of set in this last week. We all know I drive everywhere and I go all over the kingdom, all over Kingdom Come.
Yeah, you drive
Uh,
cross country and shit. You like to drive.
Yeah. So when I'm
Driver.
hit with plans that's like 2 hours away,
Uh-huh.
I just say, fuck it, let's do it. Right.
Let's drive.
And
Shut up and drive.
Usually-
drive.
usually I have like if I reach out to a couple of people, like I've got people that'll be like, yeah, let's do it. This is apparently not normal, and I don't know how to feel about this.
I won't drive down the street sometimes. Like,
Some
you know
people
what
like
I
driving, some people don't.
Well, so okay,
mean? No,
to
or
that,
doing stuff.
to that, there's people that will Uber 2 blocks away to go get their coffee and Uber back home instead of just door dashing it or walking themselves.
if
to
it's
their
2 blocks
coffee.
away, you got that. Come on, you got to walk.
Like,
you got to walk this.
there's
Oh,
people
yeah.
I'm
that
trying to-
Uber for that.
It's the Ubering over Postmating for me.
Mhm.
Would I
Yeah.
Uber the 2 blocks to have
Well,
like the
maybe you want
Because
the
aesthetic?
I don't
experience
want
to
to
go
do
there.
anything. If I'm going to Uber,
Sure. Yeah.
it'll be because I'm doing something, you know?
Yeah.
If I,
Because I'm drinking.
yeah,
Otherwise, I want my life in my own hands.
exactly.
I had to get to LAX last week. I thought of every which way other than Ubering.
Can I
to get
Postmate?
there.
Can I Postmate
I was like, can I
myself there?
Postmate myself? It was actually cheaper
Yeah.
to order like a pizza from like the next door place and like send it to LAX departures than to actually order the Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flyaway shuttle.
And
So-
it's just
So you
wild.
went to this
So-
2 hour away event.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. Like I went to the San Diego Zoo, but
Oh, I love the San Diego
The
Zoo.
zoo
Yeah.
San Diego
with
Zoo is
the animals.
fantastic.
Did you see the pandas?
Well, so and what's fantastic, I did see the panda. I have pictures of this.
Yes.
So I'll share them in the chat.
Pandas.
But like what's great is like I went with a really cool human of mine in my life, and they
He owns a few.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What the?
He said,
As you can tell by that blonde hair and those
Oh,
very
yeah.
blue eyes.
anyways. Because they actually flew into San Diego just for the day to go to the zoo
Whoa.
and like hang out with me.
From where?
From Albuquerque. So like
Oh.
not any like a far place, don't get me wrong. But like
I just
not-
thought it was a farther place person.
no, I mean
Oh,
it could have
yeah,
been
yeah,
so
yeah.
much further, like New York or Europe
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah.
that. But no one's coming from Europe for a day.
I mean,
and that
who's
would- that would be
going to
insane.
Albuquerque?
Well, that's
It sounds like a fake made up place. Transparently. Like I'm so like when people are like, "Oh, I'm
That's not
I'm
real.
here to visit California," and I'm
It's
like,
a-
"Where are you from?" Like Missouri, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah.
yeah.
Come again?
A lot of
Where's,
meth in
uh,
Albuquerque.
That's
So
right,
much
Pablo.
meth.
There are a lot of
So-
drugs.
So
It's
much meth
hilarious
in
because-
Albuquerque. You know why? Because they live in Albuquerque.
Mm.
So
we were walking around Balboa Park and everything after this, right? And they just went, "This place is so clean. If this was Albuquerque, there would be needles and homeless people being really rude
Mm.
all over the place."
Mhm.
We jumped ahead.
And
Yeah.
I laughed because like California is
there's a lot of needles
clean.
and homeless people too.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
How much
I mean,
worse
there
is Albuquerque?
but not in Balboa Park and not at San Diego Zoo.
Yeah,
Balboa Park?
No, those are
Yeah.
like 2 very nice areas.
Yes,
I've seen some homeless
incredibly nice areas.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just learned that like if there's ever the opportunity to drive somewhere and do something,
Balboa
it's not
Park.
a common thing.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and it it blows my mind every time that like I relearn this because I'm like, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to do that for the experience?
I like that you like to drive, Tommy Jeff. I'm gonna keep that in mind whenever I need to make those long drives. I'm like, who wants to fucking drive?
Who wants to come
Tommy Jeff?
Who wants to drive me to LAX next month?
No.
If you want to reimburse me gas and time, I will be more than happy to drive you to LAX.
You're a driver.
Gas and time.
Yeah.
How much is your time worth? I feel like it's expensive.
Priceless.
Well, I charge
another round of applause for Tommy Jeff. I feel like everybody. Yes.
I charge out for about $8,500 an hour if you want to know my going rate.
What?
Yeah.
That's a pricey ride.
For $8,500,
What are friend rates?
You can have your very own Tommy Jeff.
For 85.
That's fucking cheap, dude.
I know, right? But when you think about it, a ride from here to LAX is like $110.
Yeah. No,
God, I wish to correct you.
No, it's like 180.
No,
actually.
last week I went from Anaheim to LAX. It was $60.
Every time I've looked, it was always going to cost me like $120.
Like an obscene. To be fair, I did have a promotion deal, so I got $10 off. So it was supposed to be $70 because I did the wait and share option.
Which is crazy because then you just wait you don't even wait.
Yeah.
It's usually like 1 minute.
Or
Stop doing Ubers to and from LAX. That's terrible.
No, I'm okay. So
just pay me $8,500 plus gas.
Just stop, because even if it's $60 there and $60 back, you can just drive yourself, park in an offshoot lot, and shuttle to the airport.
No.
I did think about that. To be fair, we did have a friend who brought us back for free.
Okay.
So that was nice. So it really was just the $60.
You know what's actually crazy?
This is the most LA show ever now. Just like LAX.
Yeah, because just do Long Beach.
If you
think I got money to fly out of Long Beach?
Long Beach is cheaper.
No, my flight was like $200 cheaper to fly out of LAX.
LAX is insanely cheap for like surrounding areas. But what you can do, it's actually cheap, is go to Hertz or something, rent a car for like $25 and drop it off at the Hertz at the airport.
Yeah.
That's a life
That's
hack.
what you got to do.
Damn,
because it is.
Tommy,
it's like $25 to go there.
$8,500?
Yeah.
Can
and
I
I just
Venmo you?
gave you
See, you can pay Tommy Jeff $8,500 for an hour of his time, or for the low price of $2, you can send me money for free on Venmo.
Exactly.
Every week
always
I'm
drop
ask.
your Venmo, and that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep dropping my Venmo every week until someone sends me $1, and then I'll stop.
I just love that.
It's a contest, actually. First person to send me $1 wins.
Boom. Tommy Jeff, that's a pretty fucking brilliant idea.
Yeah,
that is
just rent a car and drop it off.
I want to change what I learned because that's really smart.
So
I feel like we should gatekeep this because
no gatekeeping.
No,
it's too late. It's too late. It's already up there.
What if they catch on?
Not that it has to be Portland specific, but I imagined you learned some things.
Yeah,
because you just came back from.
Yeah, no, Portland was a lot of fun. I went for a friend's birthday and just ended up exploring the city. I've never been to Portland. In my brain, I always thought Portland and Seattle were very similar, and they're really not. Totally different cities, different vibes. We were in downtown mostly, and then in the Alberta Arts District and a little bit of Hawthorne. But what I did learn is that Portland has some of the best Thai food I have ever had.
Say what now?
Really?
Yeah, shocking. Like, I want to say, like, if we did 10 meals, which is not how many meals we did, but if we did 10 meals in Portland, like 8 of them were all different recommended Thai spots, and they were all fantastic in their own regard. So if anyone ever needs recommendations for Portland, hit me up, because it was a great time, great city. I love the combination of the urban planning to like the greenery. It feels very fresh and clean. I mean, it's a downtown city area, so as much as it can be. And then funnily enough, the last year we were there was actually Portland Pride, which I didn't realize that they did their Pride into July, which was like such a fun surprise. That parade went on for like, I kid you not, 5 hours.
Yeah, nice.
Such a great celebration. So many people in the street, like, just, you could feel the love and like the community of the city just coming together, which was really, really amazing to witness. But we actually ended up like getting to the Pride celebration as the parade was starting. So we like walked in the opposite direction of the parade. And by the time we got to the end of it, we were like, oh my, there was so much parade.
Yeah.
So much parade.
Does it go like 2 months basically? Or do they do it now?
No, like it definitely felt like they're like, oh, we are celebrating Pride today versus like, I mean, I'm sure during the month of June they do
They did
things
some
throughout
stuff.
the city. I don't know the like
Right.
the culture of Portland, but it
Because
was
when
really
I
cool
lived in New
experience.
York, I lived in Chinatown, and
Oh,
they
nice.
did the Chinese New Year. They celebrated for 2 months.
Oh, I love that.
It was like every single day there'd be a parade.
Oh my god, yeah.
So-
See, we need more parades.
Yeah. So I was like,
Yeah, I grew up in town that
New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yes,
all the
that's a
parades.
great parade city.
great parades.
all right.
It'll actually ruin
It's all right.
parades for you because
it's a-
There's too many parades.
too many. I
Maybe
mean,
not
you'll
enough.
go to
Parades.
any other parade and you'll be like, this is a parade.
Oh, you know
well,
what?
you haven't been to
100%.
parades in Colombia. There.
True.
One thing I 100% did learn is that we are absolutely screwed for the Olympics. Not to bring it back to LA again. Portland has an actually quite fantastic public transit system.
Oh, yeah.
Buses every 15 minutes. You can get virtually anywhere in the city, like clean,
100%.
well maintained. Yeah.
LA
It-
sucks.
No, LA sucks. Absolutely.
LA's
There is something so
transportation's
wonderful about
bad.
visiting a city that is public transit accessible. One, it's cheaper. I'm not taking Ubers. We just went over this, and I don't have money to fly Tommy Jeff out to come drive me around Portland.
Truly.
So instead of taking Ubers or like Lyfts or whatever, we did a lot of public transit, and I loved it. So good
Yeah.
job, Portland. Big fan of your public transit. I wish we had that in LA.
I miss a
Yeah.
good public transport. Like honestly,
I
it's like
didn't-
the
I don't know,
thing
I-
I miss most about
Do
living in
people
New York.
complain
It's
about?
the thing I miss the most about Chicago too.
Yeah, it's
Transit
Just
in
the
LA.
public transit because you can't get it. You can't even walk anywhere really in LA.
No,
you
it's too
have
far.
To,
you have to have a car,
You have to drive,
and
or
there's
you have
nowhere to
Uber.
put the car.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's
you,
too expensive to have the car.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
insane.
That's
Can't
why I
even
didn't-
find parking.
So I
we
didn't
went to
have a car
the
when I lived in LA.
Hollywood Bowl like just like a month ago,
Oh,
and we drove around for
nightmare.
2 hours trying to find parking.
Well, the Hollywood Bowl is a fucking clusterfuck altogether. I'm sorry.
it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I'm never going there
awful.
again. Honestly, I miss
awful.
half the show,
Yeah. Well,
They-
see,
and everyone was rude.
They need to do something
so
about
LA
that.
was LA. Is that
Literally, we pulled up and they're like, "You have a parking pass?" We're like, "No," and they're like,
Move.
Well, then either give me your firstborn child or
"Yeah."
get the fuck out
like
of here.
literally, he was like, "I can't hear you,"
Mhm.
and I'm like, "What the hell?" I remember when this town, like, I was so
Back, I remember when the public transit around here was worth a damn.
yeah.
You're like fucking Eddie Valiant and Who Framed Roger Rabbit or something.
Truly. And
Mhm.
also I went to the Sawdust Festival the other day and
Oh,
I drove around.
talk about an event with absolutely no parking.
I drove around for an hour
Literally.
trying to find a parking spot
Yeah.
and I was like, this is nuts. I was so pissed. I was like, I remember just driving up, parking and walking in like no big deal.
Are you originally from California?
Yeah. a
Okay, so
bit.
you don't know this,
kinda.
and maybe
Yeah,
any of our
they
viewers
kinda-
who are from not California,
Mhm.
maybe the Midwest, if you will. The one phenomenon that I experienced when coming to California is this concept of inviting people to events or being invited to an event, and the number one question being like, "What's
parking?
Is there parking? What's the
Mhm.
parking situation like?"
Yeah.
And that is even still like I've been in California for 10 years now. I'm still like befuddled by this concept.
Oh yeah.
Which is why I always invite my friends to Anaheim because I'm like, parking not everywhere, but like more
Yeah,
parking.
You're not going to
here.
spend an hour and a half looking for
Orange
parking.
County, you
You're
got
gonna be
better
able to park.
chances than
Usually
out
when
in
I go to LA, there's a chance I don't like I get to the thing I'm going to,
turn right back around.
and I might just leave
yeah.
because I can't find parking.
Get your parking right, people.
Yeah, for
It'll
real.
keep people enticed
Or,
at your events.
You know, invest in public transportation.
Could be nice.
Could be nice.
I love how we
or like
went.
Kurt Vonnegut said, we could have saved the world, but we were too cheap.
I love how we went from talking about pride and being able to see really yummy triceps and guys and just like LGBTQ individuals, and we're talking about transit in LA from Portland.
Well, that's the way it goes.
No more
What'd
LA.
you learn?
No more LA. Pablo, what'd you learn?
What did I learn? Well, you guys know that I'm like obsessed still with this Superman movie.
Yes.
I learned some Superman facts. I'm keeping us on brand.
Superman.
This was
facts.
I learned some pretty cool Superman factoids. I wrote a whole thing here. I got a thing. I know.
Oh, so prepared.
Firstly, what I did learn is apparently I dropped too many F-bombs. So I'm trying to
Are we in trouble?
Oh, I already.
Should we get a counter going?
No, I'm
I've-
passionate. I'm passionate. My language gets spicy sometimes.
I cuss a lot.
Yeah, it's okay.
I do. Oh my god, I'm a sailor.
Sailor.
But yeah, apparently I dropped a bunch of I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. Apparently I dropped a shitload of F-bombs.
Mm.
Nice.
Ah, fuck
Who said that?
I mean, damn it. I mean,
Shit. What?
No, but I did. But I was like once more, I was very passionate. But I learned in talking about Superman, I learned some pretty interesting information about the creators of Superman and then what Superman launched. So what do y'all know about Action Comics #1? We all know kind of that's anybody?
I
Yeah,
know
what-
nothing
yeah.
about it.
It's that's the first appearance of Superman. Debuted in 1938, and it's like the birth of like the
Yo,
modern
Superman's
comic book
Superman's from 1938.
I just had that thought. I'm like, the
Like,
30s?
Yeah.
What?
Action Comics #1 is probably like Yamaha Casino right now is doing like a thing where you can win a Action Comics #1 that's
Mhm.
valued at like $400,000. The highest selling Action Comics #1 in the best possible condition in the world sold for over $1 million.
Okay, when you said
That's-
400,000, I was like, I feel like that's kind of low.
Yeah, well, who knows what version they have? They may have
Sure.
a lower graded one because you got to
Mhm.
think things like that didn't hold up over time.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Paper wears down. It's like on crappy newspaper. Paper colors change. Whites fade to yellows. So who knows what kind of that they have it. They're doing a giveaway thing.
That's
I just watched
insane.
a Venture Bros episode where Hank gets the
Action
one.
Action Comics #1.
Yeah. And then he goes, Batman's not in it. And he throws it in the trash. And everyone's just like, no one knows that he threw it in the trash. Like, no one cares. And it's so funny.
It's pretty interesting. So it's like arguably the most famous comic book and hands down the most expensive comic book. But I feel like not a lot of people know about what actually happened inside of Action Comics #1.
Yeah, I got no idea what happened.
So I
Not a
learned a
chance.
little bit about this. So it's a 14-page comic book. And in his first act, Superman rescued a wrongfully accused prisoner from execution. Sorry. So
okay.
he rescues a wrongfully accused prisoner from execution. The next panel, he roughs up an abusive husband who is beating his wife. And then finally, the last good deed and act that he performs is he dashes to DC to take down a corrupt politician and the lobbyist who was bribing him.
Oh, okay.
So-
And Superman's so woke
Hold
now.
on, wait, hold on.
So first he was the guy from To Kill a Mockingbird. And then was it a cat out of a tree? What was the second one?
He beat up a husband who was beating
Oh,
up his wife. He
this is totally different.
roughed up a husband who was beating up his wife.
Then he was the cast of Chicago. And then he was just a person today.
Yeah, and then he was Superman.
And then he was Superman.
But yeah, he's been recently like criticized. They were like, oh, they made Superman an immigrant story, right?
He's a literal alien.
Yeah, so it's like there's a lot of talking heads that obviously like went on talking about like, hey, we don't go to the movie theaters to have your ideology pushed on us. We go to the movie theaters to enjoy ourselves. I wonder if this movie will be successful. And then there was another talking head that was like, what's on Superman's cape is MS-13. Dean Cain went on to do the thing of like, they shouldn't have made it Superman an immigrant. That's a ruining whatever it may be.
In an episode that he's in, he's busted by ICE. And he like turns
the
in
cops.
a way. It's like, yeah.
Yes.
But they're like they're like questioning his
No,
papers.
he's a fucking moron.
But, I mean, like you acted in it though. Bro.
I know he needs the attention. So I found an article. So this was from the BBC in 1981. Jerry Siegel. So the comic book was created by Joe Shuster and Jerry Siegel, two Jewish American children of Lithuanian immigrants.
Mhm.
Right. In 1981, Jerry Siegel did an interview with BBC where he explicitly said that Superman was a creation in reaction to the rise of fascism around the world. Remember, 1938, who was in charge over in Germany and
Fascists.
yeah.
Mhm.
And he said, I felt that the world desperately needed a crusader, if only a fictional one. He described the hero as a very clean-cut guy who could have ruled the world and is all-powerful, but instead he uses his powers to aid the helpless and the deserving rather than exploit them, right?
Hell yeah.
Really interesting. 2 years. Okay, so 2 years into Superman being created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, the Associated Press, I'm sorry, not the Associated Press, on April 24th, 1940, the United Press ran a story that was syndicated in newspapers across the country. And check out this headline. And I should pull it up here. I'm going to pull it up right now because I was blown away by this headline. Dang it.
I love when comic books make superheroes like defeat like superpowers in a World War sense.
Mhm.
Like I feel like Captain America obviously won World War II.
Yeah.
Superman is
Mhm.
obviously taking down fascism on his own.
In the 1930s.
In the
Yeah, absolutely. So
1930s.
2 years in 1940, when then the
And
rest
his
of
main
Europe
villain is a fucking tech billionaire.
started becoming occupied. Yes. Let's see. Nope, that's not it. But I will come back to that one.
I don't know. My favorite thing is that the last act that he did in the first issue that he debuted in was to take down a lobbyist and a politician. And what is the current Superman movie
But
about?
it's not even. It's
Like-
just following the original subject matter, which is what's interesting.
Yeah.
So this headline reads: Superman poisoning American children. Irate Nazis claim.
Mm-hmm.
Berlin. I'm going to read you a little piece of the article by the United Press, April 24th. Das Schwugen Corps, organ of Adolf Hitler, elite SS guard, today denounced the American comic strip Superman, drawn by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster. The paper devoted a full page of reprints of such feats of Superman as single-handedly destroying Germany's West Wall, and concluded that Superman's creator was a Jew. Quoting this article, right? Really freaking crazy, because like basically they go on to also make fun of Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster's last name, which which that was like one of the things that kind of stood out a little bit about some of these talking heads of like David Cornsweat, and they're like, couldn't he have changed his last name to be better? So it was like, wow, what the heck? They're also making fun of
Yeah, it's
freaking
like
Jerry Siegel and
parroting
Joe
right
Shuster's
now.
last name. Yeah.
It's like perfect time to have made Superman actually for that exact reason.
Yeah, well, so basically
100%.
the reason why this is happening is because
also the creators famously anti-Zionism.
there you go.
They're just all around good people.
They were
Yeah.
well, they had ideology. But a couple months earlier, basically what happened is the editors of Look magazine had asked creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster to imagine their all-powerful being and with his impenetrable moral code, how he would stop the brewing conflict right now in like Germany. So it's just basically like a silly kind of way concept to confront a real life crisis. So that creation led to like a 2-page spread in Look magazine, basically showing Superman tying like cannonballs and knots, wrecking Nazi fortifications, and then dragging Hitler and as well as Joseph Stalin to stand trial for crimes against humanity. So he like drags them out, right? And once more, the newspaper of the SS was infuriated and basically started condemning, and then it also did come into like American newspapers, all the ridicule of the last name, the weird kind of jokes. But basically, according to Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, once more, Superman has been an immigrant since 1938. And I also I found this image that kind of accidentally popped up that I loved, because even in the 1950s, this was a pretty cool image. And then Superman saying, remember, boys and girls, your school, like our country, is made up of Americans of many different races, religions, national origins. So if you hear anybody talk against your schoolmate or anyone else because of his religion, race, or national origin, don't wait to tell him that kind of talk is un-American. Keep your school all American.
Period. Oh my god.
Propaganda.
Spitting bars since 1938.
For real.
I
read like a meme. I think I said it last episode too, where somebody was complaining about Superman being woke. And I was like, I saw a meme that said, is Superman woke, or are you just historically stupid? Because like, what do you mean? This is like it.
Yeah.
This is like the whole point of it.
The way I learned this, by the way, was from a Vanity Fair article. I can't say that I found the articles in a few different things, but there's a much deeper dive in somebody who's much better at words than I am. It's Anthony Bresnikan. And you can find it on Vanity Fair. I'm gonna drop it in the chat.
You're doing
right
great.
now. But it's a really cool article. It deep dives into all of this information a lot more and kind of gives you a lot more insight into the time, the situation, what was going on in Europe, or the Nazis' invasions of Europe. But it was super fucking interesting. And the article is called "Can Superman Win the Culture War? Why Backlash Actually Backfired." So this is interesting because we find points in history where history repeats itself. I constantly talk about go watch Gangs of New York, right? Gangs of New York is very topical now, as weird as it is, bit about like these like native gangs that are just like threatened by incoming immigrants or minorities, and they considered themselves to be the natives of the land. But the Superman poster was beautiful. It was kind of a rebuttal for me to drop in too many F-bombs. I thought this was just a much more eloquent way to explain what Superman has been all about and what happened to the American way. But then also at the same time, Jon Stewart, I think, kind of said this in some weird thing, because it's like easy in times like this to feel like completely discouraged when you see things that are happening that don't align with just basic morality, or it's easy to feel, I feel like, hopeless, or like, what can we do and change the world? That's why I love that Charlie Chaplin, like, great dictator speech, where he's like, dictators die, and then the power that was taken from the people eventually goes back to the people. And if you feel discouraged, just know that, like, truth is that the fight never ends. There's always that fight. There's always that fight of good and evil. And I don't know, just, try to be like Superman and stand for what you know is good.
I love that.
I love that too.
That's all I had.
It's beautiful.
I was going to say,
that is.
Speaking of Jon Stewart, Stephen Colbert.
We'll get into that.
Is that part of our news?
Yikes.
It is now.
Yes and no. Yeah, I have news on it. We should drop it. I'm dropping that Vanity Fair article right there in the chat, though, by the way, and I'll probably put it in the show notes. Yeah,
that was great. I love it.
There you go. We're not journalists, but we do keep our ears to the nerdy streets. Sometimes we read articles, sometimes we read headlines. Most of the times, we're just scrolling our social media feed. This is news and stuff. I didn't have the Colbert thing, but since you've mentioned the Colbert thing, it's weird to shy away from it.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert announced, when was it? Sorry.
A couple days ago.
A couple of days ago, basically, that his long-running CBS late night
for 3 decades
block, apparently. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's spanned for 3 decades.
How long has Colbert been on it? Since like 2015, maybe?
Yeah.
Because he had the Colbert Report.
Yeah, he had the Colbert Report before he had late
He was
night.
on the Daily Show, and then he had the Colbert Report. And the Colbert Report was satirical, like him being like a right-wing,
he played
talking head.
He played a character so well on the Colbert Report that people thought that was his actual persona.
They really believed it.
I remember when he was leaving it, it was like, what is he like not being
when
like
he's not
that?
like that?
Yeah, because I knew, I'm like, this is satire, but what is he like normally?
On the Jon Stewart show before. He's on the Daily Show.
Because
he was a Daily Show correspondent.
Yeah, him and Jon Stewart were on that together.
Yeah.
Colbert joined the Late Show September 8th, 2015.
Yeah, so because he's been doing it for about 10 years.
Yeah. And they're just getting rid of the whole damn show.
Yeah.
So that's what CBS was claiming. So there's a lot of weirdness to it, because CBS also just settled out with I don't even like saying, he just settled out with the freaking executive branch of the government. They settled out for 16 million. Right. And a lot of people are saying that they were just trying to easily settle out because they got sued for something that's common practice in television, which is like editing. And there was, what's weird is I think the argument was that you recut something that potentially hurt my campaign. But it's like, how's that even possible if you got elected? But
free speech.
Yeah. So they sued CBS. CBS settled out for $16 million. Colbert would then criticize CBS because Stephen Colbert said, hey, I know that you are trying to get this merger between Skydance and CBS. Or I'm sorry, Skydance and Paramount, because Paramount is CBS's parent company.
That's right.
So they were like, we know this Paramount Skydance merger is happening. And you know what's funny is this is something similar that happened 8 years ago with James Gunn. Right, with James Gunn, remember he was set to direct the Guardians 3 movie, but they found some old tweets and ended up like canceling him because he was very critical of the current administration, and he ended up like losing his job or whatever it may be. Eventually, obviously, got to do Guardians 3, but because there was a Fox Disney merger at the time, and they wanted to like look good and obviously make sure their mergers go through. Yeah, so CBS, I think CBS claimed that they were losing $100 million a year.
Yeah, but okay, explain that to me.
Which that math, I feel like, doesn't math.
It does not math. And
Yeah.
also, it's one of the only late night talk shows or shows that has won an Emmy. So
not just that, it's the highest rated.
It's the highest rated.
late night
won an
show.
Emmy. Like,
It's got the
save it.
highest
I don't-
viewership out of all of them as
Yeah.
well.
Their math is, it can't.
No, because
If you're spending
because we
$100
know what
million a
happened.
year on it, yeah, if you're spending $100 million a year and you're saying we're only making $60 million a year from it, $40 million a year from it.
Mhm,
Or they're
'cause 60
saying,
million
they're
was their
saying they're
payout.
only making $60 million,
Yeah, because they're
and they're
losing
devoting
40.
$100 million, so they're losing 40. Doesn't add up because considering partners, advertisers, that the fact that you are not freaking just regular cable, you're network
Mhm.
television, and you got to also add into YouTube, into exactly what you're getting from streaming service. It seems fucking weird that you couldn't make $100 million.
Not to mention, I also personally Venmo Stephen Colbert $1 on like every month.
Yeah.
So that's not even being factored into the total.
They're not talking about the Venmo of it all.
Yeah, they are not talking about
Where are the receipts?
Where are the receipts?
It does seem weird to me. I don't know. So they're saying in 10 months, Stephen Colbert's or the entire late night block.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think CBS is doing away with it.
Yeah. It goes away. It's
But there's,
done.
I think there's a lawsuit involving, this is as weird as, like, once more, like, not intentionally trying to get political in the show, but politics are bleeding into entertainment right now, and there's no separation of any of it.
So I'm gonna say my piece about this. At the end of the day, it is a fascist regime that is in charge within America that is trying to take away our First Amendment rights, which is free speech.
Period.
And those that follow this fascist regime also want those that are not them to lose their freedom of speech. At the end of the day, that's all it is. Now,
Mhm.
granted, you don't have a right to freedom of speech when it comes to the private sector. The corporations do have a right to silence you because you're protected from the government under the First Amendment right. But at the end of the day, when you have a $8.4 billion merger, however much it is, and you're trying to get that to go through, and you settle for $16 million to this fascist regime, and then you carry on to give this fascist regime an additional $20 million worth of free airtime, is nothing but open bribery.
Mhm.
And that is
That's-
all it is. You
That's
can
what's
say,
happening.
yeah,
That Elizabeth Warren is saying that this could be bribery in plain sight.
it is 100% bribery in
Mhm.
plain sight. Like there's no way around it. $100 million to put on the highest viewed, highest rated late show, the longest running late show in history, right? There's no way they're losing the money, but they're going to try and do that because what does Hollywood do best but make profitable things look like a loss?
Oh, I
Yeah,
was going to say
absolutely.
They are
fake moon landing.
absolutely
Yeah,
but that too.
amazing at doing
That's what I was
it.
gonna say.
They'll
That's
blame whatever happened on like money loss, and it's
Oh.
like you can't say that for this though.
100%. That's why most of the time a loss within the entertainment industry tends to be a little bit more profitable for studios, right? And people don't realize that. That Warner Brothers did that whenever they'd merged with Discovery. Remember that they canceled a bunch of things. That's why Coyote versus Acme got pushed out, and they were like, "Oh, this movie is in the can." There was a Batgirl movie. There was a bunch of things that had already shot that had budgets probably way over $100 million in the scheme of production to
Is
that
nothing.
high of a standard is, I think, one Game of Thrones episode was $100 million, right? Like that was like the thing at the time, which obviously a very expensive show, but $100 million within a year, like you got to think of like that.
It's like a drop in the bucket.
It really
Yes.
is. And most of the times claiming the loss doesn't hurt studios as much as helps them because it keeps them from paying their taxes.
100%.
So it's very weird. It's all weird timing. It is interesting that Elizabeth Warren, though, she's introducing like new legislation that she was saying, and was calling for an investigation into the $60 million settlement because they were saying it does seem like bribery.
Yeah, I mean, people are going to fight it, but I'm going to put it nerdy for everybody. It's V for Vendetta. Like we're at the beginning of V for Vendetta, and we
Oh, I
should
love that movie.
We should all be very scared. We should all be very scared right now. So we should make all our funny little jokes right now while we can. Is this thing on?
I don't look. I fucking
Yeah.
love Stephen Colbert, but the other thing is, I will say that as far as the Stephen Colbert of it all, I think he's gonna do, or people fucking love. Who doesn't love?
He's
Stephen
gonna do.
Colbert?
That's not the point.
He can make a
He's gonna do great.
podcast that you're not regulated. Probably literally cost you like 1/1,000,000th percentage of the amount to produce, and you are probably gonna have that same audience
For sure.
And I hope,
but that truly is not the point.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
But you know what?
So
I want Stephen Colbert and Jon Stewart to be running mates and run for the
I did see
next
this,
season.
like the presidential campaign.
I said this for years.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like just because truthfully, like consuming news is so like it's just challenging today. Like everything.
I can't even watch the comedy news of it.
No, see, that's the thing. Like I don't use satirical and like comedy reports as like my main like as my sole source of educating myself on like what's going on with the news. But it is tremendously helpful when everything just makes you cripplingly sad. When you're just reading the news and you're like,
100%.
everything is terrible. How do I absorb this without just like triggering myself?
Exactly.
So, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I think that we should officially extend an invitation to Mr. Colbert that
Come on our
once
show.
he's done with his unfortunate end on late night, that he is more than welcome.
We'll take you here, bud.
We got a spot on the couch.
Right next to your girl.
All right, I'm right here. Hey, Steven, you come across this, buddy. You're welcome to come sit on this red couch anytime.
This is a formal invitation.
Fuck CVS. You come
for
and
May of
be
2027.
Yeah, you
26.
come whenever your contract or your shit. We'll wait for you, dude. You're worth every penny of the money that we don't have to pay you.
I'll even give you a second dollar.
We'll Venmo you $1 each.
Ooh, that's $4.
Yeah.
Whoa, 5 when Ty's here. So think about it.
Stephen Colbert, come and be on our show, dude. Come on.
Are we about to start a GoFundMe?
We're way fucking
We
cool.
got
Get Steven on the show.
Hey, we got a White Claw for you, a flaxseed brownie,
Stefan.
$5.
Let me tell you, dude. We got snacks.
We got
snacks.
snacks.
We got White Claws.
We got White Claws.
We got this dope faux brick wall. And we don't censor fucking people around here. You come speak your mind.
Yep.
That's right.
That's it.
And fuck yeah, dude. Get nerdy with us too, because you know he's nerdy.
He's a
Oh,
nerd.
100%.
He
yes.
loves Lord of the Rings. He will teach us things that we never knew.
Oh, that's too nerdy for me. No, I'm just kidding.
Get
I love Lord of the Rings.
We're
What
trying to
is
get
wrong
him on the
with
show,
you?
Pablo.
All right.
Next in the news.
Pablo's actually fired now. We had to
100%.
let him go.
All right. You guys want to do some? Yeah, that was a real. I'm sorry, man. That's brought me down. Anyways.
Well,
Anyways, fuck the regime that's in power right now. This is a shit.
the fight continues.
The fight continues. That's what it is. Booster Gold is getting an HBO series, progressing with pilot planned for the Our Flag Means Death creator David Jenkins. I thought I pulled up this proper Deadline article about it.
Oh my god, jump scare. Sorry.
What?
Nothing. It's the next bit.
Are you?
It's the next bit of news.
No,
I'm not gonna say anything
hated
about
that.
it. I didn't like that at all.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, well, look. Apparently,
Do this first. I'll tell you what the jump scare was after.
okay.
You
so
scroll down on your computer.
apparently, all right, here we go. This is from Deadline. Booster Gold is getting a series for HBO Max. Apparently, showrunner from Our Flag Means Death and co-creator David Jenkins will be in charge of the show. Deadline's not letting me read. I'm just trying to fucking quote your shit, Deadline, and you are stopping me from doing it.
Sorry, you said
Fuck
the character
Deadline.
was Booster Gold?
Yes. Okay, so DC Studios bosses James Gunn and Peter Safran revealed that the development for a huge slate within the next 2 years being kicked off. Obviously, there's like a Wonder Woman thing, some Swamp things, but one of the most exciting things is Booster Gold. And I'm glad you asked that, Ketzia. Was your next question going to be, who the fuck is Booster Gold?
You know what, Pablo? It actually was.
How'd you know?
It was the kind of thing I did this all the I mean, I still do this all the time with my friends where they'd be like, oh my God, you've heard about such and such. And I'm like, I know, right? And then I quickly took out my phone and I typed in Booster Gold. I also didn't even think I heard you correctly. I was like, Booster Gold. I was like, that sounds like a fake name.
Yeah.
Turns out it is. Pablo, tell us more.
All right. So Booster Gold is basically a guy from the future who's trying to make himself a superhero by going back in time. He's a really fucking cool character. I will tell you, because he's kind of a fame whore. So and like it's a beautiful story because he kind of like gets into it for the fame, horror, superhero-ness of it all, and then actually ends up becoming a hero and finding himself being a hero along the way. But the character's real name is Mike Carter. He used to be a college football player in the 25th century. He earns the nickname on the field of Booster. Everybody thought he was basically like, this is the next fucking messiah of pro sports of the NFL. But he actually ends up getting caught up in a mess because he actually starts betting on his own games. Hunter Decker, New Orleans Saints.
No.
So he gets basically like freaking oust from the
He gets
end.
canceled.
He gets canceled. They're like, no, you can't bet. You got caught betting on games or whatever it may be.
Sure.
So he ends up working as a security guard at like the Metropolitan Space Museum. And basically he's hanging around. He starts learning about superheroes from the past, which is our present time, and how things were, quote unquote, back in the day. And so he uses this futuristic technology, futuristic alien technology, might I mention, and a time machine that's on display in the museum. And he figures out with like all this technology, he could be a superhero in our present day, his past, without anybody knowing about his criminal past. And along the way, he can make a little bit of money while he's doing it.
So is he like, does he go to the past and like bet on games that he already knows?
No, he just knows how things are going to work out. He has like history and like knowledge of the history.
Interest. Okay, sure.
He can be a superhero.
But he's not like super powered himself. He's like got stolen technology from the future.
Gives him like super strength. It gives him, well, he knows about like how things are going to play out. So he can actually, he has a little,
give him super strength.
So
I've never heard of this.
Booster Gold, he's fucking amazing. All right, look, so he's got a suit, gives him super strength. He's got the alien technology, gives him special powers. He's got a little robot companion, a little buddy named Skeets.
What's the buddy's name?
Skeets.
Skeets.
I'm
hooked.
I feel like this is like
Skeet,
Skeets
is a little AI.
I feel like this is a version of Doctor Who. You guys wouldn't know. You don't like it. You don't like
Don't
it.
come at me like
anyways,
You don't like
Booster
it.
Gold is
Don't
not
like what,
Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care.
Well, one, Doctor Who is British.
Yeah. This guy's
British.
American.
You're right.
He's an American. He's all American, actually. But he's
You're
kind
right.
of look. He's
Almost
kind of an
every super
asshole.
person.
No, this is a white
American.
man, blonde hair, blue-eyed man
Yeah.
who's about to take advantage of like knowledge he doesn't have.
Yeah. So, but he's got like
Don't
the little AI
Do
robot.
not, do not look at me like that. What?
Shit.
Um,
Wow.
Only because I knew it would trigger you.
no, I
heat
want to
coming out.
say,
So they're making a show on HBO.
they're making a show on HBO, but they're what's his freaking Camille Nanjiani, like the guy who was in the Eternals, and he was in what's that Mike Judge tech show, Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley.
Yeah,
He's in Only Murders in the Building. The last.
Oh, the guy who
season.
got super ripped.
Yeah, he's
yes,
super ripped.
apparently he's
Yeah.
the front runner for it, but because Booster Gold in the comics is traditionally, but I feel like they have the same vibe. I'm totally okay with it.
Oh, so no, so so no one's been cast.
Nobody's
as.
been cast.
Oh, I
Wait,
feel like usually
where
when they
do I-
announce shows, they like say like, "Hey, we're doing a show, and here's
No.
our golden boy."
No casting.
Where do I
yet.
go? Where do I go audition for this?
Yeah, you could be.
TJ.
Booster
you
Gold is
imagine?
very
Kind of
much
like
like
look like that guy.
he's just like a job.
Do it.
You know,
I'm not a
honestly,
He's
job.
just like a job.
honestly, the vibe is. Have you guys ever seen Mystery Men?
Yeah.
No.
You seen Mystery
I
Men? You
love
haven't seen
Mystery
Mystery Men?
Men.
No.
No.
It's basically it's a movie from 1999. It's the movie that the
It's
song
so good.
All Star by Smash Mouth was created for. If you watch the Smash Mouth video, it's about Mystery Men, Ben
Oh,
Stiller, Janine
cool.
Garofalo, William H. Macy's in it. Paul Rubens is in it. And it's basically like a misfit group of amateur superheroes. Like the biggest superhero in the world gets taken out, and they have to like come together to like stop this super villain because he kills the superhero of Champion City. But the superhero in that movie is named Captain Amazing,
Yeah.
and he's played by Greg Kinnear, and he's got like this like leather suit that's got like ads all over it, like a NASCAR thing. It's like Rayovac battery and
That's
I don't know,
fun.
like Red Bull or something.
Yeah.
It's
And
really funny.
It's a
You should
fucking
watch it.
brilliant movie. But Captain Amazing in that movie is basically Booster Gold. And like Greg Kinnear in 99, obviously a little bit past his prime now, and as far to play that character. Greg Kinnear's so great actor. I like, but to play that character, he would have been like perfect.
Yeah.
Because he's
Back
like
then.
he's just like all about like, I want to get all the sponsorships. I want to be a fucking superhero for the fame of it all. But once more, like the character it becomes very redeemable, and he actually does become a hero. He starts into it for like the worst of reasons. I'm trying to think. There's a movie where somebody pretends to be like a Southern priest or minister, and then
Joel Osteen?
no,
Oh.
Wait, give me more.
But
It's a movie or show?
it's a movie. He pretends to be like a preacher, but then he like starts
To actually care about the community.
actually caring about the community. that
What
he's
you're
like-
describing is a lot of different tropes in fan fiction,
yeah.
where he's fake dating the girl, but then falls in love with her for real. It wasn't a bet. I didn't mean it. And then there's a miscommunication.
Oh,
and
they
then
can't buy me love.
and then they
kinda,
fall in love at the end.
That high
The
school.
Wait,
she's
give me
all
more
that?
of the preacher thing. I want to guess it. I want to like.
I don't remember. I don't remember the movie. Who was in it? Like, that's all I can tell you.
Okay, so
It's a
and
movie from the
in the
2000s.
articles for
Yeah.
this, David Jenkins kind of looks like he would be a
The
good
Booster Gold?
which is
I
like,
know.
yeah. So,
It is really funny, and very random.
but I'd be down for
Look-
Nanjiani to take the helm. That could be very fun.
He's a really fucking cool character. That's all you gotta know. Like he's getting into it for the fame. He's kind of like he should have been a superstar athlete. He wants to be a celebrity. He wants endorsement deals. He wants money. He wants to be famous, and he realizes he can use a time machine to go back in time and use all of this advanced technology plus his knowledge of the future to become a superhero in the era where Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman exist.
Sure.
Right? So pretty fucking interesting concept, really fun. And also, like it's one of those things that's really funny, but it's got some heart and very like human flawed sort of characters. I'm for it.
I like it. Looking
Very
forward to it.
I'm super down.
Really cool character. Let me see. Dang. Next bit of news. Oh, do we just go from a happy thing to a sad thing, a happy thing?
No.
No, let's
What
go
are
to-
we
we'll
doing?
end it on the-
playing with those emotions.
No, end on the jump scare.
No, I'm
Sacha
putting that
Baron
right now.
Cohen.
Look at Sacha Baron Cohen. He's fucking jacked.
That's truly upsetting. I don't like it. I don't like to look at it. I
I'm
don't
really
like
Did
happy
you
that I
see that?
don't. No, I can't see it and I don't want to see it.
Look it up.
Sacha Baron.
Does
Just look
he-
up Sacha Baron Cohen was on the cover of Men's Fitness.
Does he have some
good for
delicious
him.
abs?
Dude,
Some great biceps, yummy triceps.
look,
I mean,
please look it up. You have the information of the world at your
Delicious.
fingertips.
delicious abs.
Oh my gosh.
Yummy tries.
He looks great.
He is-
Why are we freaked out by
I'm
this?
not freaked out about it.
It's like it's like seeing a kid in a leather jacket. You're like, that's not right.
I know, I get that. I mean, to be fair, like you have such like a very distinct image in your mind when you think of
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen. So like to see
And-
him as any
But to
honestly,
be fair, I think
every time I
it's
think
truly-
about him, wasn't he the one who
He
like
was Borat.
yeah, no, but I'm saying like okay, was it him as Borat during like the MTV something awards where he like fell from the sky
Skyrock-
and
yeah.
like sat his crotch into I want to say Eminem's face?
probably.
Yeah. So like that's my image of Sacha Baron
Yeah,
Cohen.
yeah. I mean, I like him.
He looks great. Is
He
he ripped
looks-
for any reason or just because he felt like
We'll
it?
get
Well,
to that.
okay,
He's getting
so
into-
Marvel chief Kevin Feige said in a press gathering this week that Sacha Baron Cohen's Mephisto character
That's right.
will be prominent in the next as the next MCU supervillain. And for his part, Sacha Baron Cohen transformed his physique as evidenced in the new cover of Men's Fitness UK.
Probably had something to do with that divorce too.
Yes, he did get divorced.
Oh,
Ding,
it's
ding,
the
ding, ding,
best
ding.
way to get your dream body.
Yeah.
Break up, get divorced.
Of course, that's the revenge body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sacha
But
Baron
I
Cohen's
always
got
thought-
that
Can you
revenge
imagine
body.
crush
you get a
on him.
revenge body and a starring role in an MCU project?
Yeah.
I didn't
Man.
finish watching Ironheart, but I did hear he was like amazing in it.
Ironheart
Oh,
was
yeah.
really fucking cool. He does show up
never watched
as Mephisto. So Ironheart, man,
Is he
people-
ripped in that?
Of course. Well, this is him in it right here. He's got like a beard and guy liner.
I mean, Schwing. I've always said that. But I'm just saying it's weird to see him like ripped like that with his shirt off.
And then there's this really cool image. If you do watch Ironheart, there's a point where they do introduce Mephisto, and he's like he's never in full character, but there's one scene where he's like stirring coffee or sitting at a dinner table because he makes all of his devilish propositions at a dinner table, and you see a reflection of like a comic book accurate Mephisto, like the full devil in like a spoon.
Very cool.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's very quick.
No, I'm excited.
But Ironheart, I loved it. And it does seem like it has some really cool implications or interesting implications for what's going forward in the Marvel universe. I don't know. Shout out to my fucking Sacha Baron Cohen. There's a lot of fucking
Yeah.
Marvel
Yeah.
news.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good for you, brother.
Yeah, he looks amazing. He's doing great. I love everything about this.
Dude,
I
there's
can't wait to see him as a villain because like he's
Mephisto's
such
gonna be
a
fantastic as Mephisto.
right because he's such a goofy guy
Mhm.
and like I can't wait.
But he's also like he's genuine. Like he's didn't he go like
Juilliard.
Julia, right?
Yeah.
He's like
Oh,
a thespian.
Yeah, I adore when we have like goofy, silly actors who have like end up getting these roles like later on in their career, where you actually like, oh my god,
Yeah.
is
like,
this
what?
actually a classically trained, very talented actor?
Yeah.
Versus like
him and Les Mis. I was
Oh.
like, perfect role in
Was
that.
he in Les Mis? He was also in Sweeney
He's-
Todd, right? Butcher Barber Fleetwood. Where he
Yeah.
pops up
Oh,
and he's the
incredible.
He is.
show.
He is. Yeah, he's the barber, but he's in Les Mis. Yeah, he plays the innkeeper.
dang.
Oh.
Beggars at the feast.
Have you? He had a show that I feel like is slept on all the time. It's
Oh,
called
that's a good show. Yeah.
Who Is America?
Yeah, Who is America?
And it kind of came out pre-pandemic, and it was very. I just go watch it. It's fucking bananas. But it's him doing the Sacha Baron Cohen like Borat thing where he like dives into a character. And it's basically like a hidden camera show and sees.
Mhm. But he does the whole Andy Kaufman dive into a character where you're like, oh, he disappears into it.
I mean,
and
you got
it's kinda
Paula Abdul
scared.
to sit on humans.
nice.
But it's also very political.
And he also
he's-
got Rudy Giuliani to get busted freaking trying to hook up with a
Yeah.
fucking potentially 14-year-old girl.
He's a good,
yeah,
he's,
he
a,
did.
he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting. But yeah, look, you got that revenge body. Okay, I guess the last bit of, I mean, once more, there's a lot of Marvel news. And the thing is it's Comic-Con Eve. You're probably going to get a lot of Marvel news, I don't know if they're waiting
Whether
for
you like it or
D23.
not.
I mean, the other thing is
It's coming at
they're
ya.
resetting the MCU, apparently. Not
Mhm.
rebooting, resetting. So go check out a bunch of stuff that Kevin Feige talked about if you are into the MCU. We'll report a bunch of San Diego Comic-Con stuff after San Diego Comic-Con. But we got to keep on time here. And I think the most important thing was this week, man, 2 people died.
Pokemon. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay.
The most
The
important,
most important part
thing-
is 2 people died.
Pokemon.
Fuck, do you
You're
wanna talk about
absolutely right.
Pokemon?
Pokemon.
I am so sorry.
No, I mean,
But am I?
It is not funny that 2 people died.
no, absolutely.
But
Okay,
it is hilarious.
we do need to go on the
that
record
it's
saying
My
that we-
apologies.
our condolences to the families of ones who we have loved and have lost.
Wow.
I'm
Yes,
sorry.
but
I
Pokemon
just
condolences.
misread the situation. I didn't know.
You're fine. I didn't
You're
know.
good. You're good.
This
You're
is
good.
so awkward.
Kim, there are
Okay.
people that are dying.
Yeah.
Rip.
It does feel like that.
there are
Rip,
people that are dead.
rip.
Can we put that meme in
Rip.
there?
What
Rip,
murder?
So who's dead?
Who's dead?
Malcolm Jamal Warren apparently
Oh.
died.
Oh, I did see it.
who's
Oh,
the-
no.
famously
Rest in
known as
power.
Theo Huxtable on the
Mhm.
Cosbys. Obviously, the star of that show turned out to not be so great. But
Who was
uh,
that?
it
No?
rhymes with Schmil Schmosby. But basically, star Malcolm Jamal Warner. I wish I would have done a better deep dive, and I don't mean to debate. He was with his family in Costa Rica and apparently drowned, right? Like, I mean, people forget that the ocean is
Force.
a
The ocean's
force.
dangerous.
But Malcolm, he's basically known as Theo Huxtable. Obviously, like in the
He's
time when that
also-
was America's
He's
family.
also on Community.
Yeah, he is on
Yeah, yeah.
Community.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he drowned apparently off the coast of Costa Rica, according to the National Police.
Shame.
Yeah, he was near Coastless Beach in Limon, Costa Rica, and he was caught by a high current and discovered Sunday afternoon. Yeah, rest in peace, because he was, like I said, he was a part of the zeitgeist of families in the 90s,
Yeah.
and
The
was
Huxtables.
the Huxtables,
Not the Cosbys.
the
which is weird.
Huxtables, yes.
Which Katie
Uh,
just said it was the Cosby Show, but they were the Huxtables.
They were the Huxtables, yeah. Theo Huxtable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really sad, obviously, when something like that happens, especially like so unexpected. Dude is still pretty young, and obviously had his whole life ahead of him. So my condolences to him and his entire family, as well as icon Ozzy Osbourne passed away this week, as well. This is directly from. You want to get your jokes out now, Olivia?
I'm not. I have no jokes. What the
A man is
hell?
I'm
dead.
just kidding.
Damn.
No, this is
Didn't he just finish like a farewell tour?
He
or?
did just like
Yes.
weeks after his like
Yes.
final performance of his
wow.
farewell tour. He was 76, born in 1979. From all the official accounts, that is Ozzy Osbourne. It writes, it is with more sadness than mere word can convey that we have to report that our beloved Ozzy Osbourne has passed away this morning. He was with his family and surrounded by love. We ask everyone to respect our family's privacy at this time. Sharon, Jack, Kelly, Amy, and Lewis. Really sad because it's almost poetic the way he went out, right?
Yeah, because he did his last tour and he said, "I'm done after that."
That's it.
And then you stopped touring, never stopped touring.
Famously, like growing up for me, it was like Ozzy Osbourne was the dude who bit the bat head off, because he was like so fucking metal. Obviously not shy of any kind of controversy. But then as well as
didn't that happen in the 70s? You weren't alive.
No, that didn't happen. That happened at a freaking Lollapalooza or some shit.
Oh, it did?
Wow.
Oh no, I'm sorry. That happened at an executive. So it happened on stage, I think once or twice, but originally it happened at like some sort of executive signing when he was officially going as like a solo act, I want to say.
Oh wow.
And it was like photographed or whatever. The self-proclaimed Prince of Darkness. I'm the Prince of Darkness, Sharon. I can't have bubbles.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That's a good.
That's
a good impression.
But what stands out to a lot of people from the early 2000s is the Osbournes, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking the Osbournes. I mean, obviously, Black Sabbath was this revolutionary band. Ozzy Osbourne was a self-professed fan of the Beatles. So, like, first time he ever heard the Beatles, it changed his life. He remembered exactly what it was, the music in itself, and that at that point is when he decided that's all he wanted to pursue, is to be a musician. And Black Sabbath was, look, this album, this is legendary shit right here.
Yeah.
Paranoid, War Pigs, freaking Planet Caravan, Iron Man. Come on, Iron Man.
I know that one.
War Pigs.
War Pigs is an amazing fucking song. Electric Funeral, Hands of Doom, Mama I'm Coming Home, I think was his last song that he performed. Bark at the Moon. He also did a really cool ass cover of Staying Alive. I fucking love.
I saw
God,
him.
I'm probably a way bigger I'm such a huge fucking Ozzy Osbourne fan. I kind of forgot about
I am too.
that about
I
myself.
saw him in concert.
You're
Did you
not a
really?
real fan, man. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Damn.
Whoa,
That's
those are
okay.
like,
Hold on.
that's like the
Name
boys.
3 Black Sabbath songs,
that's
bro.
the kids in high school, the boys in high school that'd
Yeah,
be like,
no,
name
I'm just
3
kidding.
songs.
Did he? I know.
Ugh,
I
you
can't.
make me sick.
I bought this shirt at Hot Topic.
Yeah.
It was on clearance for $10. I do not know the music.
And I like the shirt.
Mhm.
No, I saw him in concert with Rob Zombie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was so
That is wait,
sick.
that's so sick.
That is
no, it was like
super-
one of the best concerts of my life. But that was mostly because of Rob Zombie, because at that time he was not doing too much. He just went out there and he would just kind of mumble.
No, well, he had a whole tour. Like Sharon Osbourne was in charge of a whole again. I can't remember what it was, but it was a big metal tour that a lot of people went on.
It looked really
Was
cool.
it Blizzard of Oz? No, I don't remember what they called it.
Oh, I don't
Dang
know.
it. Ozfest.
It was at the
It was Ozfest. Ozfest was a big thing in the early 2000s. That was just like the new metal scene.
mhm.
It was the metal version of Warped Tour.
Yeah,
was
I didn't do
Ozfest.
that.
That's
We
sick.
went to this. It was me and Emily when we were young.
And y'all saw
We went to Staples Center
jealous of that.
and we had really good seats.
Did
'cause-
you dig through the ditches and burn through the witches?
Oh hell yeah!
And slam in the back of your Dragula?
Yeah,
That's The Disturbed, correct?
That's
that's Rob Zombie.
Yeah?
And Rob Zombie had all of his
Is that the bald guy?
movies. He's famously bald.
Yeah, now. I saw this tour live like a month ago
had-
at the Forum.
He had dreads
their
too long. Now he's
25th
bald.
tour?
No.
Is he bald now?
No,
Rob
I'm
Zombie?
kidding.
Oh no, he had the long
No,
dreadlocks.
he still has his dreads.
Disturbed is down with the sickness.
Yeah,
So
down with
but,
the
close.
sickness.
but in
So
that
close.
same new metal vein. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, Rob Zombie's the director and the
Yeah.
Rob Zombie.
He's a guy who likes to throw all that essay in all of his movies.
Truly. I was just talking about this the other day. I sat through a movie marathon in a theater with him. It was the longest I've ever been in a theater.
Yeah.
It was like 5 of his movies in a row. And I was like, when I left, I was like, I don't feel like I can enter society again right now. I have to go home and wash this off. But I saw him with Ozzy Osbourne, and admittedly, Ozzy Osbourne just kind of went out there and mumbled into the microphone, but it was still sick.
But he's still Ozzy. He's still a legend.
He still went out there and
right?
gave it his damnedest.
Not only did he do a lot for music and musicians, though, he did a lot for television in general, because the Osbournes was a freaking phenomenon for a minute. And there was like an article that was like the Osbournes rocked so the Kardashians could keep up, because it was like really an invasive time within like celebrity culture where you created like these mundane moments. And it was really cool. There was like the Richard Cheese Crazy Train cover that like opened it up as like crazy. Anyways,
I never watched the show.
Did you not?
I never watched it.
I've never watched any reality
Dude,
TV.
the Osbournes was great. Okay.
Yeah.
It was a time. But basically, who is this? NBC News caught up with Rod Asio, who was like a producer on the show. Just to quote their article about how he was talking about the Osbournes. The show's March 2002 premiere was an instant hit. It became both MTV's highest rated series to date and the most watched show on any cable channel. Its first season went on to win an Emmy Award for Best Reality Program, and its cultural impact was global, given the network's undisputable cultural standing. It was fucking so entertaining. Also, Sharon Osbourne had so many dogs, and Ozzy Osbourne was like, I'm the Prince of Bloody Darkness, Sharon. You can't be getting all these Pomeranians. I don't know. Like, it was so good.
I love that.
Sharon.
Like I would watch it because that sounds fun.
It was so great. I mean, that's how we got Jack and Kelly, and I don't keep up with them now, but
sure,
you know,
yeah.
But yeah, those are like introduction to reality TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, reality TV, like for like celebrities being
families.
Yeah. Joe, like
opening
in
up
the
their lives.
the family dynamic of just following around a family.
Yeah. And not like
it led to a lot of different things. And it led to like almost like a new level of celebrity. Because up until that point, Ozzy Osbourne was just that. He was fucking the Prince of Bloody Darkness, the lead singer of Black Sabbath, the guy who bit the fucking head off a bat.
Well, for a whole new generation, he was just like that.
He was just like British dad who
and like British metal dad. That's what the show should have been called.
British metal dad was fucking the Osbournes. It was great. I loved it. Look, I don't know if I can't pull up the image, but there's a really freaking great photo. Do you see it? All right, I gotta pull it up now because now I'm just hyping it up. But there's a really hilarious photo of the Osbournes here, looking crazy young. I don't know. No, I'm just gonna drop the NBC News thing, and it's too much work for me to put a picture in here. And we got to move on. We're keeping time. Other things happening.
Johnny California said that Jack Osbourne tried to sell him fake mushrooms in high school. That's a story.
Nice.
Were you on the show?
I love that. Were you on the show?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys went to high school together?
Maybe. I mean, I don't think they showed anything with Jack in high school, but
oh, okay, it was later.
It's possible.
Interesting.
That's funny. Did you buy it, Johnny? Did you buy him?
Yeah, did you buy
Did you
them?
buy that? No,
how'd you know they're fake?
He tried to sell.
Tried to sell.
It sounds like somebody wants to
Johnny-
sell me something.
He ain't falling for that fake mushroom shit. But what did the mushrooms
But
look
how'd
like?
you
That's
know
what
that they were fake? Because like
They were fake.
you know what I mean?
Of course they were fake. It's 2 SpongeBob quotes in 30 seconds.
Good for you. I'm proud
Tell
of
me,
you.
Jeff, you don't have any off the wall words this week. What's going on? Did
What are
you
you talking about?
Oh, believe me. I've
talk
been
about
listening.
what happened? What's the other news? There's some Pokemon news.
That's
out there.
right.
There are Pokemon.
Are we going to speed run this?
All right, let's speed run this. Pokemon Head Direct.
Pokemon Head Direct. What's Pokemon Direct? It's when the Pokemon people come onto YouTube for 20 minutes and they tell you everything that they're doing currently in Pokemon.
It's Pokemon's keynote Apple event, kind
Essentially,
of thing, right?
but they do it a couple times throughout the year.
Yeah, it's not like
So-
Pokemon Day. They're like, hey, we got some stuff to tell you. Everyone wake up at 7 a.m.
Yeah,
Was that what time it fucking was?
Yeah.
They said like 7 a.m. for us, which is like evening time for those in Japan, and that's where the Pokemon Company is.
Yeah.
But they kind of remind you that other games exist, like Pokemon Quest, Pokemon Sleep.
Pokemon Friendship is.
Pokemon Sleep?
Yes,
Yeah.
Pokemon
Oh.
Sleep. I don't know. Do you do Pokemon Sleep?
So I tried it. I
It's
don't
like
do
a
it
sleep
anymore.
app?
Yeah, essentially.
actually,
It tracks your sleep. You can like catch Pokemon, I think, through sleeping.
Yeah, so like Pokemon spawn when you're sleeping. If you sleep for a certain amount of time, Pokemon spawn when you wake up, right? And you have the ability to catch them. And the more you sleep, the more you level up. So it's to entice you to go to bed. So that way, like you don't stay up and get no sleep. which is
Okay.
nice because like
Yeah, no, as a
at the end of the
concept,
day,
I think
like,
it is
yeah.
delightful.
like Pokemon does a really good job of trying to do the right concepts for it. So they go through the motions with that to do all of that. And then there's other games like Pokemon
Like the cafe one.
Oh yeah.
They released Pokemon Friendship, which is just like these cute little puzzle games. I
Mhm.
downloaded it. It's free, but like you can play like 3 puzzles a day for free. And then if you want to buy more puzzles, it's like $20-something. I don't think it's worth it, but it's so far it's just like a little thing on my phone. I've used it for the past 2 days.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I mean, Pokemon Friend looked cool until I found out that to get access to the entire game, it's $40.
Yeah, no.
Let's get to the
and
nitty
for
gritty,
40
y'all.
bucks-
Okay,
and for
okay,
40 bucks,
Is
I'm
there a
not.
Pokemon for Switch 2?
Yes. Okay, sorry.
Yes.
Other things.
Oh.
But the Pokemon amusement park is coming to Japan.
Mhm.
To
Seas-
Japan.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's
Not with-
no, it's always Japan. It's
But-
always
but
Japan.
nothing with Universal Studios.
not- it's its
nothing
own
to
thing.
Universal Studios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Theme park. I had it. Season 2 of Pokemon Concierge. It's like this like felt
yeah.
animation show on Netflix. It's so cute. I love it. Go watch. And then the people who do like the stop motion animation for like Wallace and Gromit Chicken Run, that animation style,
Mhm.
they've collaborated with Pokemon. So something's
What?
coming. I forget the date they put on it, but that was something they
I don't
talked
got the
about.
date either.
Pokemon Go is doing some event in like a month. Pokemon Worlds
Is
in
it
Anaheim.
Like that's here. That's what.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, it's
that's
like
here.
4
like,
miles.
I've got my tickets.
and that's what. August
yeah, at the Anaheim
17th.
Convention Center. I've
Mhm,
got
the weekend of the 17th.
yeah, I've got
Yeah.
my pass for the weekend, and I also have the reservation to go to the Pokemon Center. So if
Oh,
you
hell
guys
yeah.
loved it when I brought in my Victory Bell picture, just wait till August when I bring in
They're
my
gonna have a Pokemon
Yeah.
Center at the Anaheim Convention
a
Center.
hall. Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
having their own Pokemon Center. At
Oh
the
yeah, fuck yeah,
Ana-
bring that hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta
And
go to that.
then they talked about Pokemon Champions, a new game that's coming in next year.
Yep.
And then we had, I feel like those are all the big ones. But if you want to talk about the
Yeah.
ZA update,
So Pokemon Legends Zeta A is coming out October 16th.
that
I
sounds
believe
right.
is the right date.
It's like right before my birthday.
Which is going to be really cool. It is coming out for the Switch 1 and the Switch 2.
Yes.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
They did announce that you have
Thank
new
you.
Mega Evolutions, and they
Dropped
introduced-
one.
and they introduced Dragonite,
Mega
a
Dragonite.
Mega Dragonite, which has the
Okay.
wings from Dragonair and Dratini on the top of his head, which is really cool.
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
It took me a little bit to like digest it, because reality is like, regardless of what the design was, like it's always going to get, feedback and people who like it or don't.
You either
it-
love it or you hate it.
Yeah. But I think it's grown on me. I do appreciate like on Dragonite's tail, it has like the bead pearl
Mhm.
from the other two, like that are nods to
Yeah.
Dratini and Dragonair. And I think I liked the design choice to bring it back, because I think that's also a big flaw that we always bring up with Dragonite, is that Dratini and Dragonair don't look like Dragonite.
They don't look
So-
at all like
No.
fucking Dragonite. Yeah,
So-
it's just like little worm, more fabulous little worm, fucking, I don't know, Garfield. Like it's
That's
like, what the
right. And
fuck?
that's
How
my
did that
baby, and I
happen?
love him.
I don't hate it, but it just also just like, how did that happen?
No, there's a lot of, I love the theories of Pokemon design where it talks about how Dratini and Dragonair look closer like they would evolve into Gyarados, where Magikarp, who is a derpy Pokemon and has the
Mhm.
like little like the
There's an illegitimate children
Yeah.
situation happening.
yeah,
around
no,
here is what
because
you're
like
saying.
Dragonair's little like wispies look like the mouth wispies from Magikarp. So
Yep.
people think that like Magikarp was originally designed to evolve into Dragonite. I digress. But it
I
was
love all
yeah.
the fan theories.
Oh,
it's
so
I
great.
don't know. I like the design only because it makes him look goofier.
Yes.
And Dragonite's just goofy.
He's just a
Like,
goofy mailman.
yeah,
That's
like,
all he is.
I absolutely love him just because he's goofy. He makes
Yeah.
no sense in the evolution.
He makes no sense.
No.
It's perfection because of that.
No, I agree with you. There are some Pokemon designs that I think are like could be updated, could be changed, but I do also enjoy the idea of, especially when you think of
Yes.
Gen 1 as its own finite thing, where
Mhm.
Dragonite was one of the most powerful Pokemon in the original 150.
Yeah.
And it's just like this dumb idiot.
Yeah.
It's just a guy you
Yeah.
know.
It's a goof, and like
Kind of a derp face.
every time he appears in the anime, like he's just like this really goofy. I'm here to help you out.
Yeah.
And like when he tries to fight and be serious, he's just
No,
like,
it feels like Ash has a Dragonite in the final season of Pokemon where Ash is still the protagonist.
Mhm.
And like anytime I see Dragonite, like he's like going in to look like a punch, it literally just looks like a balloon. Just
Yeah.
like it just looks so Dragonite being like tough and scary. I'm just like Sit down.
It's
You're
awesome.
so cutie patootie. What are you doing up there?
So more with it, you learn your protagonist, you learn your antagonist, so you learn about the rivals. I forgot the team of the rival.
Couldn't tell you.
But
It looks cool, though.
We're going back to the crime syndicate type style.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see like if it's going to be a node to
Giovanni
Team Rocket
and Team
Giovanni.
Rocket. Yeah, I did
which is kinda
appreciate
cool.
that they were like, and like they introduced clearly the villain, and then they say like he runs a syndicate, and they didn't call it a crime syndicate.
Yeah,
and they're
that's true.
they're just like he runs a syndicate. I was like, I don't know if I've ever heard the word syndicate without the word crime in front of it.
Like it's definitely a crime syndicate. I mean, because the entire game takes place in a massive city called Lumio City, and like there's no way it's not a crime
Riddled with
syndicate.
crime.
Yeah.
And when there's a crime syndicate in the Pokemon universe, there's only one person to call.
Ryan Reynolds.
A 10-year-old child.
Yeah.
And also Ryan Reynolds as Detective Pikachu. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But no, all the game looks amazing. I'm excited. I don't currently have a Switch 2.
Well, it's coming out for the Switch 1.
It is coming out for the Switch 1.
I
as
know,
well.
but the graphics look better.
Yeah.
Well,
And
get
there is a
Switch 2.
bundle.
It sounds like you're buying a Switch 2 and you're getting the bundle. Oh yeah, the bundle is replacing the Mario Kart World bundle actually.
That's right.
You either get the bundle with Pokemon or you got to buy the bundle right now, Pablo. So get on it, buy a Switch 2.
Tell you
Gotcha.
what, guys,
You got
instead
me.
of Venmoing me $1 this week, you can all send me a Nintendo Switch Pokemon bundle for my birthday in October.
Okay, so on that note, October 16th is when the game comes out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you're gonna Venmo her, I have a better one to.
Is it
send to
Venmo you?
I
Is that
will-
the other
I
option?
will
I have a better one.
Venmo
Venmo
me.
me.
Yeah.
That
100%.
Okay, wow.
Venmo me,
Hey, Venmo all
You guys
of
are
us.
taking my bit, and I don't
well,
appreciate it.
'cause I think
I
it's
know.
better suited for me, anyways. Like, let's do it.
Maybe I would share. I'm not going to
That-
share.
that-
I was about to say, there's no way you share this with us.
All right, that was definitely us speed running Pokemon news.
Yeah, there's so much more to it, but that's the gist of it. And to say the least, I'm stoked for it. It is going to be something I buy, but Legends Arceus has everything to do with why I'm buying this Legends game.
Yeah, dude, I slept on Legends Arceus, and now I'm afraid of it because I'm like, I will get sucked into this now knowing exactly what it is. It's like the evolution of all those games, and I know myself, so I avoid
You need to buy it. No, because at this point, if you're gonna end up buying this Pokemon game for your kids, you're gonna end up playing it yourself. And
Not
you should
Legends
do
Arceus
yourself-
and stuff. I'm probably gonna get him like the
Zeta. You'll end up getting them Zeta A.
I would say
And
it's definitely more of an advanced game, depending on how old your kids are, and that's your kids as in a general audience viewer.
Yeah.
I think this one takes a little bit more skill. Yes, a little bit more hand-eye coordination. If you're new to video games, I would recommend
I feel
some
like
of the.
Finn is really good at
Now,
games.
I will
It's
be.
crazy.
It's crazy how
actually.
good he is.
I will be honest. You can absolutely run through this game and spam Pokeballs at all of the Pokemon throughout this.
Oh,
and
Arceus?
once you realize that you can like do mud balls or whatever it is to like cause like mud to be all over and like the puff to like cause it to be where like you're kind of hidden. Like you can spam through it. And
Yeah.
it's just that it's the initial learning curve that's a little bit more advanced.
I will say though, I do have one of my best friends is actually playing Pokemon Arceus right now. She doesn't really know Pokemon, isn't very like video game savvy in the way that you have to like move two controls at the same time. I'm the same way, and she's loving the game. It's a great game, great story. I think it's a lot of fun. A little more skill required, but still 100% easy pick up. So if you're like, hey, I want something to tide me over right now while I'm waiting for Pokemon Legends ZA, you should also buy me Pokemon Legends
I
Arceus.
need that little Pokemon
On that
fix.
note,
My
the
Poke
Pokemon
fix.
Company, Game Freak, and Nintendo, I know we swear quite a bit, but we will stop swearing altogether if you want to
Sponsor us?
and everything. We will be so child friendly with everything going forward because we are a comic book podcast.
We will actually turn this
And,
into a Pokemon podcast.
and it'll be amazing.
I don't know.
It's like people only
Is
do
that a-
things for money.
Is that a great
and it's
ball in your
really
hand?
sad.
Do you have a Pokemon in your great ball?
Not allowed to talk about it
You're-
until
I-
Game Freak sponsors us.
Today's haul.
We're mixing all this in the last minute, so we're going to talk a little bit about some of the comics we went to. It's Comic-Con Eve. Anybody here going to Comic-Con?
I went to
Don't
I went
start.
to I went to
Don't start.
Palmicon. So I was in San
Oh,
Diego
yeah.
yesterday. There's
You're like, I already went to the zoo. I'm fine.
no, so I left the zoo yesterday and I'm walking around Balboa Park and there's this sign that just says Palmicon from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. And it's Comic-Con, but for like dogs. So
You
we
have
went-
my
like the Puppy
attention.
Bowl.
Yeah, it's like the Pup Bowl, but for Comic-Con.
Oh, I love that. I much
So-
prefer watching the Puppy Bowl to the Super Bowl.
I took a lot of photos and I didn't send it to y'all. But I
I
went.
want to say it's a little different from Comic-Con.
It is
Mhm.
absolutely different. But what was
Because it's
amazing
better.
was I showed up for the last 10 minutes of this. So it ran from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. in Balboa Park. And I showed up at 6:50 and they were doing the costume contest run with it. So all the dogs
You
and
saw
the
some pup
owners
play, some pup
were
cosplay.
going in.
Cospups.
And like you got to see like one of the dogs was dressed up as Charizard and everything, and that
Hell
was
yeah.
sick. You saw a bunch of Superman, a
Cute.
bunch of like Luigi and Mario,
Look,
and
Excellent.
That's
it
not
was-
the same time.
it
And,
was
and I will
cool.
say this:
And
way, it's
whether-
not
dog,
the
a
same
bunch
as-
of dog dads there.
whether you guys have passes for Comic-Con, I tell people this: if you've never been to a Comic-Con, whether you have passes or not, you can go down to the Gaslamp District and do a bunch of cool, nerdy shit without going on the con floor.
Mhm. There's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, Hulu is doing the promo for like there's a whole King of the Hill house that you can take a picture of. They have like events, they have free pop-ups, they have a bunch of stuff happening in the Gaslamp. It's like I tell people all the time, it's like nerd Mardi Gras. So
Mhm.
if you guys want to go, I'm going tomorrow and Friday. We can all ride together. I have to go on the con floor for a small bit. I need to go do that King of the Hill thing that actually happens outside of Comic-Con. And then there's events like at the back of Comic-Con, the Adult Swim has a whole zone. There's like endless entertainment. It's a lot of fucking fun.
what we'll talk about it tomorrow.
But tonight
Womp,
is
womp,
preview
womp.
night at Comic-Con. It's also New Comic Book Day. Some of the comics we have talked about here in the past, and we're going to kind of talk a little bit about right now that dropped today. If you saw our Exquisite Corpses episode, Exquisite Corpses issue 3 dropped. Exquisite Corpses is a really awesome comic from Image Studios. We did do a whole review, but it's basically about every 5 years on Halloween, the wealthiest families in America play a game. The 12 of the deadliest people in the world are dropped into a small town with one goal. Last killer standing wins. For the citizens of Oak Valley, Maine, this year's Unlucky Arena, the goal is much simpler. They must survive the night. And basically, this comic is from James Tynion, famously of a comic from Boom Studios called Something is Killing the Children. Jordi Belair, Mike Walsh does the art. I think Jordi Belair does the colors. It's fucking crazy. It's Battle Royale meets The Purge, kind of, I guess, is what I'd say. And Exquisite Corpses issue 3 dropped. The season's issue 6 dropped. The season's also in a trade. We do have a discussion about the seasons as well. It's a little kind of Tintin meets Miyazaki, kind of mystery UK. Beautiful art from Rick Remender and Paul Esqueta. Minor Arcana issue 9 dropped. We're going to talk a little bit about Minor Arcana. Didi's going to tell us a little bit about it here in a minute. Ketzia, I gave you all the number 1 comics, I realized.
Yes.
Did you read any of these or
I briefly skimmed this one.
Look Into My Eyes?
I did. Oh yeah, this was my quick read through. This one is basically the plot of Age of Ultron.
The sixth guy.
Yes, because it's a bunch of like different, really cool supernatural powered people coming together to like defeat someone, and then in the end of it, they like accidentally get brainwashed against each other.
Yeah,
So that's
this
the
is-
plot of Avengers: Age of Ultron. But I liked it. It looks pretty, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it's a series from Cullen Bunn. I don't know if there's an issue 1, if there's a reprint of it. And honestly, I'd never read it before, but it was in my poll. So
Yes, this is one.
okay.
The 6 gun battle for the 6.
So Comics, Tunes, and Toys knows that I just like number 1 indie books and stuff. So they always put that sort of stuff in my poll. What was the other one? The Look Into My Eyes, right? Was the other one from who? What's the studio there on there?
This is Mad
Cave Studios.
Yes.
Yes. Mad Cave Studios, they did an announcement of Look Into My Eyes. Number 1, this is from League of Comic Geeks. This wasn't interesting. The first issue of Look Into My Eyes introduces Cravewood, a seemingly quiet town hiding dark secrets when Susie, a high school student, mysteriously vanishes. Conspiracy-obsessed teen RJ Nywin is determined to uncover the truth. but things in Cravenwood are far from normal. As RJ digs into Susie's disappearance, she stumbles upon an unsettling rise of Knock Knock, a wildly popular social app that is seemingly taking over the town. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting looking book, pretty interesting looking art. Hold that up really quick for the camera. Did you read some of this one?
This one I skimmed through. I liked the art. I got kind of glimpses of the story. But in general, looks very compelling. I do enjoy a lot of these comics that have a bit more text to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a bit wordy, you're saying.
Yes. Versus some of the I feel like some of the other things that you've given me have been 90% images.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to dive a little bit more.
A lot of good dialogue in it. Yeah. Art from Rubin, colors by Francisco Segala. And let me find the writer.
Is it El Torres?
I guess
or
so.
I think maybe it's because the cover just says Rubin, Francisco Segala, El Torres.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's.
Let's see. Mike Morris, El Torres, and Maria Lovett help shape this immersive world enhanced by a QR code driven lore and manga influenced art. It's a story about identity transformation and finding your place in chaos. Yeah, the artist is Rubin. I guess that's all it kind of gives me, even for Mad Cave Studios.
Oh yeah, Rubin is the writer and the artist.
Okay.
The colorist is Francisco Segala, and then El Torres is the letterer / logo designer.
Boom, boom. From Mad Cave Studios, available at your local comic shop today. Does look pretty cool. What was the other one? Texarkana.
You said it was.
This
I
is
like your,
oh yeah. This
I like
is
your review.
This is an episode of Supernatural, but there is one less hot brother. There is only one hot guy instead of two hot guys, which is why it will not last for 17 seasons.
So delicious abs, biceps.
It really is kind of like a supernatural hunter, and he operates like
delicious abs is the word.
Delicious abs. No, it's not. There is no word this week. Pablo was right.
It's delicious abs.
We don't have one.
It's delicious.
But there's delicious abs. There's delicious abs or a delicious ab. Because there's only
a singular ab.
There's one less brother.
He only has one ab.
Yummy triceps, amazing, beautiful biceps.
It's a cowboy
abs.
monster hunter, and I like the beginning even starts with this premise of everyone's hunting monsters in the big city, but nobody's hunting them in the middle of nowhere, Midwest. I'm Dean and Sam Winchester are, so get in line.
This was the one that was most interesting to me, and it even describes it. This was from Dark Horse. It's a 4-part series. It's a occult supernatural crime mystery from Christopher Montefiore, Miguel Martos, colorist Patricio Del Peche, letterer Michael Haser. And it's a monster of the week adventure with horror elements based on mythology.
The plot is supernatural.
But with only one hot.
With one less
and maybe
brother.
it won't get super into God lore.
I think you described it.
Biblical lore.
Sammy, Dean.
Where's the other one? There was a universe fight for Universal City or something.
Sinners. We brought up Sinners.
That one I did not get to this other one.
That
but
one's called
Cal
Exit.
Cal Exit, yes. Cal Exit was another one you handed me, as well as Circuit Seduction Revenge, which was revenge murder of the sex bots.
Oh.
It's hey, what if in the future we had sex bots and then they murdered us?
Is that not where we are right now with
they haven't started murdering.
Yeah,
this is when AI is you're welcome. I hope you have a great day, Ketzia. And I never told you my name.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, no.
And then it's
but there's a lot of feminine rage in this, which I do love. It's we don't want to be taken advantage of. We don't want to be abused.
This was a Kickstarter.
It's like Companion.
Yeah,
this was a Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was a Kickstarter, and it's about self-aware AI. It's an adult action cyberpunk series.
Yes, I would like to mention very
movie
clearly.
Companion.
This is adult content.
Yes, it is. In 2049, billionaire CEO, not so secret criminal, finds himself haunted by his own hacked pleasure droid as the past returns to haunt him. This was a Kickstarter from
I love it.
Devil's Due Entertainment. It just dropped today. I like supporting obviously smaller presses. I haven't read it. I can't tell you much about it exactly for what you just told me.
I'm trying to find a page to show you that is not that I can put on the internet.
No, but it
Yeah,
was
we
a
struggle with
Kickstarter.
that sometimes.
Look, if you goon to hentai, you will love freaking Circuit Seduction Revenge. And then Cal Exit, as I don't know, that's my new favorite term.
Hentai? I feel like you say it.
Is that the word?
Goon to hentai is just really specifically.
the word. Pablo's
I've
got a
not
word.
I've not once said that word this podcast.
No,
The
we gotta
secret
rewind
word is
it.
giving
you wanna-
Pablo the word.
With your
Pablo, do you want
mind.
to tell us? Do you want to tell us something?
no, it's just funny to me. Cal Exit's from Black Mask, right? Mateo Pazzillo, and I'm not even going to try to butcher that last name. But what if a fascist what if a fascist autocrat president took over the United States? Fuck, I'm not even going to finish reading this.
Okay. So
Because
we're
that's
talking-
crazy.
we're
And
talking
what if
about-
that
That's crazy.
president
We're talking
lost
about-
California?
we're talking about presidents right now. Okay,
Mhm.
so can we talk about
you
the
say
Eisners?
Trump has
no,
delicious
shut up.
abs.
First of all, don't ruin this. Can we talk about how the Eisners are happening?
Okay, hold on.
And we have not. And
We're gonna hold on. We're gonna get to that.
no.
So
I
this
need to
was-
talk about this.
This was
now.
today's haul, but we are going to. So the
He's got something to
Eisners,
say.
the Eis. Well, I want to explain.
And he just yelled at me.
I'll okay. You know what?
HR.
Because I'm heated.
No,
about
'cause I'm
this,
pissed.
Actually, I'll talk about the Eisners. The
Okay.
Eisners
No,
are.
wait. Before
Let him
let me
Okay.
explain what the Eisners are. So if you
Yeah,
are not
yeah, hold
familiar,
on, hold
since
on.
it is Comic-Con week, the Will Eisner Awards are happening in San Diego Comic-Con on Friday. I'll be there. See you guys there. I like to watch the Eisners, but it's basically the Will Eisner's the Comic Industry Award ceremony held on Friday night in the Indigo Ballroom at the Hilton Bayfront, right next to the San Diego Convention Center. And it is basically like the Oscars, the Emmys, the Tonys, whatever it is, the Grammys of comics, right?
But fancier and better.
Not very fancy. For some reason, I was trying to become the Deeper Issues Nerdcast was trying to become the exclusive streamer for fucking Comic-Con's Eisners, because for some reason they don't allow you to stream this, or they don't
For
stream
no
it.
profit.
Hey,
We
I'm
were
not
going to do
saying
it for
that
no
we
profit.
are going to be streaming, but maybe Friday night, if you tune into the Deeper Issues Nerdcast, it's possible that you could potentially watch the Eisners
Little
Award.
wink, wink, nudge,
Whe-
nudge.
whether-
Don't get us kicked out.
Whether fucking Comic-Con likes it. Comic-Con is a nonprofit organization. It's really crazy, actually.
Don't get us kicked out.
I'm
of-
not. I like fucking great. Good for Comic-Con. I'm all about the preservation of comic books and the industry and celebration of that. But the Eisners is something that is happening this Friday, and we're gonna go through some of the things. So this year, the host is Phil Lamar of Futurama, Samurai Jack, Justice League. He used to be Phil. He got to start on Nickelodeon. I'm pretty sure Phil Lamar. I can't remember. Oh, was it Nick Arcade? Was that what it was? Was Phil Lamar the host of Nick Arcade? Yes, he was. Which is an amazing fucking show, by the way.
I don't
That
remember
captured
that
my
show.
imagination as a kid. And comic book writer, artist, editor Bill Morrison of The Simpsons and Futurama. Are you looking that up, or are you?
I'm looking up his start. Yeah.
Yeah, Phil Lamar. Just look at Phil Lamar, Nick Arcade. I'm pretty sure. Or who's the host of Nick Arcade? Patton Oswalt's going to be there. Everybody comes out, all the writers, and they do a series of nominations this year. So the other site that you can, last year I sat at the table with the fine folks at Golden Apple and the fine folks over at comicbeat.com that do a live tweeting and kind of like updating of a vlog of the winners. You can't watch it, but you can sure read what's happening live. It's like the Oregon
Read
Trail.
what's happening
It's like the
live.
Oregon Trail or some shit. I don't know.
You could
Oh,
read what's
no.
happening. Maybe you get dysentery.
Yeah.
Tune on in.
No, I died of dysentery.
So yeah,
That's
gonna,
not.
that's
I actually had a friend that had dysentery. It's not funny.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
I had a
what?
friend who got beat up by a
Okay.
dude named Terry after dissing him.
Haha. But
Ha, ha,
So the
ha.
nominees for the 2025 Oscars, Tommy Jeff, just go. We'll go through the nominees, but there was something absent
There
from
are
here.
32 categories within
Yeah,
the
it's a
Eisners. There's
lot.
32 categories.
We're not
Is
gonna
that
go
a
through
lot
all
of
32.
categories?
Yes,
pissed.
32. You have 32 options
Are
to
there
nominate.
not normally 32?
I
No,
have
there
no
is-
idea.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Yeah, 32.
But The Exorcism at 1600 Pen was not nominated for any of the 32 categories. And I have issues with all of this. First of
Preach.
all, it's amazing.
Deeper issues.
Second of all, an
said the
exorcism
thing.
in the fucking White House.
Mhm.
Sorry, Nintendo, if you do end up sponsoring us, we can bleep that out. But
Listen, I'm gonna have to cuss.
let's
So
be
that's
hon-
gonna be a deal breaker.
let's be
Or not.
honest here. This comic was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It took such an amazing spin on what we know as the Exorcism and brought it to the most important house in the entire country, one of the most powerful places in the entire world, and literally starts chaos with the first family.
Yeah.
And it is written so well, drawn and colored
Beautiful.
brilliantly. And you have robbed them. 100% you've robbed them.
Yeah.
So thank you
Damn.
for nothing. Not interested in the Eisners this year because you did not do justice.
Hannah Rose May, writer of, I don't know if
Shit.
yeah.
Mic drop.
Damn.
Yeah.
Tommy Jeff just left.
Yeah, God.
Shit. He
He
left.
stormed out.
She will be. So I don't know Vanessa Del Rey, who's the artist on this book, who does draw some pretty interesting art that complements the book really well. Hannah Rose May, though, who is the writer of this book, will be at Comic-Con Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It looks like she's doing a Minor Threats panel at 2:00, room 6DE. On Friday, she's doing a signing for Exorcism at 1600 Penn at the IDW booth 2729 at 10 a.m. And she's also on an actors turned comic writers panel in room 60E at 12:30 that day. You do get early access, Tommy Jeff. I will try to go to the IDW booth and get a early copy of Exorcism at 1600 Penn as a trade for you.
I would love that.
And then on Saturday, she's doing Beneath the Covers and the Sinister World of IDW Dark at 2 p.m. in room 4, and then a signing at IDW Dark 4 p.m. at the IDW booth once more 2729 if you're at Comic-Con. And this book was one of my favorite books that I think that we read through our show, and I am surprised it didn't get. I mean, look, there's a lot of things that are missing because I mean, I feel like we only make the best picks. Why aren't we on the Eisner committee this year? Comic-Con, maybe next year. It's okay.
They've been real quiet.
We're still you've been real quiet, Comic-Con. But yeah, there are a lot of really interesting nominations, which I 1000% have pulled up and am ready to look at right away. Best short story. Okay, let's go through I'm not going to go through everything, right? There is the best continuing series. So the Department of Truth by James Tynion, Detective Comics, which is nominated, I guess. I haven't been reading Detective Comics. Fantastic Four by Ryan North. Santo Sisters. Everybody kept recommending that comic book for me, and it seemed pretty interesting from Floating World. Greg and Fake Graham Smith. Greg and Fake. That's by who is by Greg and Fake, Graham Smith, Dave Landsberg, and Mark Krapovor of Floating World. Ultimate Spider-Man and Wonder Woman by Tom King, who's the man who wrote that wonderful Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Let's see. There is a best limited series. One of the highlights of that was Animal Pound by Tom King and Peter Gross from Boom Studios. The Deviant by James Tynion. Rare Flavors by Boom Studios. There's a Zatanna. I'm just kind of talking about the books that don't have a lot of big backstory. Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder was friggin' nominated because Batman carries an axe around on his chest. So, that's fucking cool.
Batman has some delicious abs.
Power Fantasy. I think we did kind of talk about Power Fantasy. Uncanny Valley by Tony Fleece, who's also the writer of Stray Dogs and Feral, that we did talk about on this show. He does a really good. Uncanny Valley is cool because I think about like a child of a famous cartoon character. Like, what if Roger Rabbit had a son, but he wasn't like a cartoon character?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then like, what's that dynamic like with the dad?
Horrifying.
It sounds insane. The Pedestrian by Joe Esposito from Magma Comics, our friends at Magma Comics, who also brought you Day of the Dead Girl and Principles of Necromancy. And one of our books that we definitely reviewed on this show from Boom Studios, Minor Arcana by Jeff Lemire. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Didi to tell you why Minor Arcana is nominated for Best New Series at the Will Eisner Awards.
Okay, I did write a thing.
Okay.
But I will say, so they say you can't go home again, and that's probably true for Teresa St. Pierre. When going back to her small hometown of Limberlost. Oh, yeah.
He's coming for emotional support.
Thank you.
Here's
It's
support.
Jeff Lemire's debut to Boom Studios. Minor Arcana. We read the first issue here and we did a review of it. I instantly loved it. I was immediately hooked. I'm super into like all of the subject matter. So I said, if you were into tarot, small town sort of mysteries with magic, complicated relationships with mothers, addiction.
Who's got a complicated relationship with their mother?
It's got
Does
everything.
anybody on the
PTSD.
show have a complicated relationship with their mother?
Sound
No.
off in the comments below.
Not me.
Well,
I love my mom.
that's great.
I do love my mom.
I love my mom.
Holy Just kidding.
I love my mom. I'm not saying that. Don't. I feel like now.
Whoa, this
no.
is gotcha journalism.
No, because now I'm
Ah.
complicated. Well, listen, it is about that.
Yeah, it is. Mom.
Yeah.
It is. It is. The mom's, yeah.
Yes. And
Weirdo.
PTSD, addiction, fun stuff. And a seriously
All the fun.
a seriously pissed off protagonist. So I can't remember who said this, but it said that her look throughout the entire thing just made you feel like sorry for her, but scared of her, sad for her, but like also mad at her. Like she's the protagonist herself
that.
she is scary, pissed off, really upset, like chip on her shoulder, mad. And she's back in her hometown. She has to she's getting some. Yeah. Anyways, I'll read what I wrote. Yeah. Seriously pissed off protagonist. Read it. It's supposed to have a really long run. They were talking about having it be sort of longer than Sweet Tooth. So
Yeah, it's going to be an ongoing,
mhm.
which what you're talking about too, the way the character looks. I'm a huge fan of Jeff Lemire, the writer artist on that book. He created a Sweet Tooth for Netflix. He does a really good job at capturing like really insane emotion.
The
through, like this
emotion
very
comes
scratchy,
through.
simplistic. Almost, I don't want to say simplistic because it's not simple art,
I would
but
say
it's very
it's like
stylized and
it's very stylized.
raw.
I would
and-
say it's raw. I would say it's scratchy, but also watercolor, pale. Like the colors are all washed out, but the emotions come through on every single character, and has a way of drawing things. Again, look at the mother, because everything that she feels about her mother comes through in the way that they draw the mother, right? So yeah. It's very it's beautiful, has a great storytelling, and it's overall like dark but whimsical and magical. Gets a little dark magic, but also stays. I don't know. No, it does not stay light. It's very
no, it's heavy. Yeah.
it's very heavy. It's very
Stays-
heavy. But I think there's a bit of whimsy in it.
There's a bit of whimsy in it.
Yeah. And
And that's
also just
everything
it
Jeff
just
Lemire,
the
but it's like a
feel-
dark whimsy.
It's a dark whimsy, and it's also just the feel of being in a small town. Like you could watch small town Twin Peaks, and you'll be like, this is super dark but yet whimsical, you know.
So-
That's what I mean.
Yes.
You know, there's
Yeah, it does. It David Lynch-esque, you can say, kind of like.
I would say that.
Yeah.
That's why I was immediately into it. I love anything about a small town, being from a small town myself.
There you go.
And so yeah, it's beautiful and
And that's the
dark.
book. That's honestly like on the category for best new series, in my opinion, right now, is kind of got like the back-to-back bangers.
Yeah.
And Minor Arcana for sure was definitely a standout book. I mean, Jeff Lemire was more amazing freaking writer. Did Sweet Tooth, The Underwater Welder, which I freaking just adore that book.
Mm-hmm.
But he writes very flawed human characters, even in these like I don't know, very deep stories, very internalized, like person versus themselves sort of storytelling, right? Like,
yeah, because she is her own worst enemy. Like she's got a chip on her shoulder about her mom and her, her grandpa's
yeah, like
passed,
she's coming back to her town basically to take care of her mom, who's like the town's psychic.
and she's mad about it. Like she doesn't want to be back
And
there.
she thinks she's a fraud.
Well,
and
she 100% believes her mom's a fraud, but then she herself is experiencing magic in like she's having visions and she's seeing things that are happening. And it's a very interesting take on going back home again.
I would for sure. Yeah, I don't know if that's out in a trade yet, or if
not.
there will be something at Comic-Con.
Ooh, if there is,
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it for myself.
Nice.
But that's for definitely a book to look out for. And I don't know if I hope Jeff Lemire's there. Fuck, that just reminds me. I should bring
I swear to God,
I should bring my stuff. I have like every issue of Sweet Tooth. I should bring Sweet Tooth #1 to get signed.
I bought every Well, I'm missing the 4th copy, but I bought the tarot variants of Minor Arcana.
Do you want me to try to get those signed at some point?
Yes.
Anyways, maybe that'll be the Friday day. And then the other book that was really cool, that was a standout on here. Once more, it, in my opinion, is the category to watch because it has Uncanny Valley by Tony Fleece, The Power Fantasy by Kieran Gillian. Uncanny Valley was definitely for sure a standout book as well. But one of these is from Magma Comics is The Pedestrian. And the pedestrian is a strange visitor that speed walks into Summer City and silently changes the lives of the residents, but not all in this quiet, sleepy, small town. Not all is quiet in this small, sleepy town. An ancient conflict that links to the secret history of street signs is brewing. Don't walk, run. In the pedestrian, justice always has the right of way.
That's funny.
I need a whole lot.
I like that tagline.
Yeah.
Because he's the pedestrian. Let me see if I can pull up this image right now. Of course, hold on.
I remember that book.
It's a really freaking cool book, and I'm so glad because the art is super dope in it.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
Yeah, he's doing
right here.
He's doing the
I
mom.
love that.
He's doing the grandma walk at the mall.
Speed walk.
A speed walk.
It's a speed walk. Come on, we know what it is.
You've seen the grandmas at the mall.
You've seen a grandma
At the mall?
at a mall.
Yeah,
Doing the walk around?
silver shoes.
Got my
And then Uncanny Valley. Tony Fleece is a super dope human in general. He's a really talented freaking artist, and I think last year he was nominated for Feral. It's crazy he's been nominated again this year, but Uncanny Valley was undeniably a freaking great comic from Boom Studios. And once more, that one is basically like what if your parent was a cartoon character. Fan favorite writer Tony Fleece of Stray Dogs and David Watch. So this isn't the normal team of him. And but anyways, they team up for this wild ride of cartoon mayhem, family drama, and deadly secrets. Oliver is a seemingly typical 12-year-old boy, except for his mysterious family history that seems to start and end with his mother. And his unexplainable powers, that is. So he's like half cartoon. He can do things other boys can't. At the point of landing himself in some trouble, baffled by the surreal cartoonish nature of his abilities and followed by a murder of peculiar crows, Oliver begins to pull the threads of the secrets his family has kept from him for so long.
Wait, what's that called?
Uncanny Valley from Boom Studios.
I remember that book. I didn't read it, but I wrote a short story like that.
It is really friggin' cool. Power Fantasy, once more, that was another really good one. Look, Absolute Wonder Woman, I think, also got nominated as well. Definitely look out for those books. I would recommend it. I'm interested in Absolute Batman, but I don't know if I'm going to be like, it's a must read.
It's Batman.
But the Power Fantasy was another really freaking cool one. I don't know.
Yeah,
Look,
Batman.
the Eisners are going to be happening. Comic-Con is happening. I'm going to be there tomorrow and Friday. Find me. I'll give you a sticker and or a hug, maybe a kiss on the lips. I don't know.
what?
Depends. I don't know. It's a lot of things that could happen.
Don't
It
do
is
that.
wild.
Smoochy,
I
smoochy.
day drink at Comic-Con.
Yeah, you better get me
If you are
souvenirs.
wondering why I drink of alcohol while I'm at Comic-Con, is because, I day drink there and whatnot. And I try to encourage others to day drink.
Yes,
with
that's
me.
the best part of any con
I'll
is
be-
to drink at the hotels.
Responsibly.
I'll be there with Joe Slepsky.
Don't kiss anybody.
No, irresponsibly. Joe Slepsky, the Joe and Joe podcast. I'll be kicking it with him. And it's gonna be a fun time.
I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna
What?
quit it.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I can't quit.
We tried to stay on time, but we did kind of keep it under.
Day drink, yum.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, myself, Joe Slepsky, Richard Fairgray is going to be there as well. Writer Richard Fairgray. I'm gonna be hanging out with those boys and chopping it up and then doing all the cool stuff. You guys can still come. Once more, I'm definitely the thing that I'm going to do. There is a King of the Hill experience,
Dude, I can't. Please take
With-
photos.
with
I'm
the
so,
house.
I can't
I'm
go.
so excited. I love King of the Hill. I am very confused how anyone who did not grow up in Texas finds the show as funny as I do, as someone who grew up in Texas.
It is fantastic.
I love King of the Hill. I
I'm
get
so
why a lot
excited.
of people don't like King of the Hill and aren't excited for this reboot. I am so excited. I love King of the Hill. Please take all the photos.
It's not a reboot. It's a sequel.
No, yes, exactly.
It's
A sequel.
I'm so excited.
part of me.
You can go.
Dang it,
I
Bobby.
I know.
can't
I
go.
gotta go to Warp Tour instead. I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
well, that's
Oh
cool.
my
I
God.
work open to close
Dang it,
all 3
Ketzia.
days. So I literally can't go.
God dang it, Bobby.
Boo.
damn it.
We don't have any.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
Cool. That brings it. High danger. Update drunk 24/7. Guys, anything we want to plug before we get on out of here?
My Venmo.
Get absolutely wrecked and
Get
stop
My
stealing.
Venmo is my Venmo.
No, guys.
Nobody's Venmoing anybody but me. So
This
get
is-
out of
what
here.
is
Put me
your
back on the
Venmo?
screen. Push the button and put me back on the screen.
Put her back
Put
on
me
the
back.
screen.
Put me
Yeah,
back on the screen.
yeah.
Stop. I swear to God.
Venmo me. We,
You put my face back on the. I swear to God.
Me.
I have
He
that-
takes my bit. He steals my
Yeah,
jokes.
I mean, Venmo me. Yeah, it's
This
great.
is ridiculous. I know you can hear me.
I have no idea. Somebody's
Tommy
talking.
Jeff has got the zoomies right now too. He's thinking about those delicious abs.
the
What was
delicious
the word?
abs, the beautiful biceps, the yummy triceps. And, maybe it's a fast 5 here and there.
It's Fast 5. Ketzia, where can we
What
find
the
you on?
hell,
Where can we
dude?
I
find
want
you
to be there.
online?
Thank you for my face. Okay, so here's
There
my
you go.
Venmo. My Venmo
Wait.
is all. I will not be silenced.
Hey,
When will you learn?
Censorship is un-American.
don't be censoring.
All right, you can find me on the. Get your button off the censor. Okay,
Get
you
your
can
button off the finger.
find
now.
me on Instagram at Ketzchecks. My Venmo is my first name and my last name, no space. Thank
You know what?
Love
'Cause
you
you know what?
guys. Send me $1. Thank you.
Tommy Jeff, where can we find you?
You can find me on.
Beep 'em.
Beep it, do it.
You can find me on. Oh, it went away. Okay, so you can find me on Deeper. And then you can find me on Instagram at the Tommy Jeff. But yeah, here is pretty much really the only place you can find me.
Didi, where can we find you?
You can find me here on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast and live.julian on Instagram for now, because I'm gonna get a new one.
We're
Talk
gonna
about.
we're gonna figure out.
Ooh.
What's your Venmo?
I think it's live.julian
Nice.
as well.
Okay, cool.
Don't
I
All
might.
right, Pablo,
Venmo
where
me-
can we
Ven-
find
Venmo
you?
all of us. Venmo the girls.
Venmo the girls.
Venmo's for the girls.
Venmo these girls.
I just want $1.
My name is Pablo Ramirez.
Look
You
at
can
that,
find me
that
here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast every Wednesday, Saturday mornings doing the abdominal stretch with Pump 61 and Nathan Haskell. And this week you can find me at Comic-Con on Thursday and Friday on the Comic-Con floor down in beautiful San Diego, California. More than likely at that King of the Hill exhibit and chopping it up with everybody. Yeah. I'm gonna try to, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out actually. Sorry, I'm gonna give a shout out to Jonathan and Paul London, who will be doing a signing, and I feel like I should plug them a little bit better for the #1 comic, Paul London, Hero of Prophecy. I've known Jonathan London. He runs the Geekscape podcast. He has his own booth at San Diego. He's awesome. I'm going to go give him a big hug, maybe a kiss on the lips. I don't know. Let's see if he'll let me kiss him on the lips. But he's going to be there with his brother doing, I think, a signing for their comic Thursday at 4 p.m., booth 1632. I'm going to kind of go talk, get some footage of them and talk to them about this comic book here that is Paul London. If you're a fan of pro wrestling and you're a fan of comics, apparently John London, who would have thought Jonathan London's actually related to Paul London. And yeah, floating around, like I said, the con floor. Say what's up. Let's grab a drink. Let's take a picture. Let's kiss on the lips.
Oh, there he goes. There he goes. He's pissed.
Yeah, that's it, folks. That's we try to keep it under a certain amount of time, but things
No, I
happen.
think we got pretty close. I think overall.
Yeah, close. Hey, till next time, just be kind.
We did our best.
Keep that mind broad, and may all of your issues be complicated.
Fantasies of God.